Let your man go, huh?
Drop it, I don't want to talk about it.
Drop it, hell? I want to hear about this, homie.
I said forget about it, cuz.
Brett, Mr. Hitman, I've been smoking crack for weeks.
Yo, Dom, why'd you bring the Buster here?
Cause the Buster kept me out of handcuffs.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
Relax. Don't push it. You embarrass me.
I'd say 30. Well, because I initially thought he had a 30% chance of winning at SummerSlam if the match was going to be Roman Reigns, John Cena. I like 30% of me thought, like, you know what, John Cena could win this match and like drop it the next week or just relinquish it. Because it's also like he, in the wrestling sense, like, you know, it's my turn to get my win back. I did the job for you in 2017. I left. Now I'm back. Time to get that win back type.
Mm-hmm.
It was the whole thing where like, if Brock Lesnar had stayed, The Rock would have definitely come back to have beaten Brock Lesnar at some point.
Yeah. So the dirt sheet, so to speak, all but said the match for John Cena and Roman Reigns was happening at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
WWE never said shit. They like, yeah, John Cena back, but when you say that, we ain't say nothing about SummerSlam.
Oil.
We ain't got no oil. Bitches, you cooking?
Yeah, like John Cena, like title match. Like, wait a minute. Like, thinking that's what I mean. It's smarter to have John Cena come back and then basically run the same program that he did with The Rock. Like, you come back, you go back and forth. You announce the match is going to be next year. Build the anticipation, because again, we all know John Cena's back just for this, 4-week span.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till John Cena literally has like nothing to shoot for a while, like The Rock did when he came back for that stretch in 2012, and then 2013 as well. But yeah, Finn Balor, Roman Reigns. They've only really had 2 matches, but they were both good. I mean, and they're dynamic. Now, especially with this version of Finn Balor and this version of Roman Reigns, I think it'll be match of the year contender for sure.
Oh no, absolutely. This is it. And then he doesn't have to worry about getting barred up by Finn Balor. Baylor?
Finn Balor can bar people. Finn Balor can bar people up. I'm really
Look, he did it against a goddamn MAGA fucking Puerto
Rican.
I'm
gonna take you to the deep water, and I'm gonna drown you.
Damn, you sure that was a goddamn Irish accent?
Well, I'm working with like half of my fucking. I told you, like,
you sound like a pirate. Okay. I'm trying to see what John Cena is shooting. I'm sorry.
Argyle, the new Matthew Vaughn movie, which will be dope because that's Matthew Vaughn and Henry Cavill. It's basically a spy movie. It was based off a book. I think the book has yet to even come out, and they already optioned it after like reading I forget what they call the version before it goes to press.
He's acting Vaughn with like actors.
Oh yeah, it's Henry Cavill, Sam Rockwell. Who else?
Sam Jackson.
Ooh, yeah, shit.
Bryan Cranston.
Isn't a Dua Lipa or someone like that in it?
Yes. Dua Lipa, as I call her, is in the movie. You got Catherine O'Hara of Home Alone fame. Everybody.
Schitt's Creek. Yep.
Yeah. No. So this is He got to be acting in this movie.
Yeah. Again, like I said, it's he posted it on his Instagram. Again, he posted weird shit on his Instagram. But no, this is how he posted on the day the movie was announced. It was this weird drawing of him. And it said Argyle, and I'm like, oh shit. And then it said, I think, by Matthew Vaughn, and I was even like, oh shit. Like, I'm like, say words, like, say word, like,
I got to get that for a drop on here. I swear I got to get it.
No, we can't do drops because otherwise we'll never talk. We'll just play drops to communicate.
You're right. So the Kingsman is now confirmed for December 22nd. Man, just put that shit out today.
Yeah, and that's why I think he's doing. I think that's why Matthew Vaughn's jumping from Kingsman to this project, because I don't know if Disney owned Fox or 20th Century, whatever it's going to be known as, will want to continue forward with the Kingsman franchise. But so I think Matthew Vaughn's like, if anything, I got to back up, because he initially, I think, was one of the people tasked to, like, in the running to direct Casino Royale in 2005. It was like him, Tarantino, and then someone else, and then it ended up going to Martin Campbell, who directed GoldenEye. So they just went with a reliable hand in that scenario, which is nothing wrong with that, because Casino Royale is great. It's the best Bond film. Funny enough, which is what we'll get to with Fast and Furious 6, or Fury 6. There's so many weird titles for this, but obviously it's Banks versus Davis. The Fast Summer Volume 6 is here. And yeah, Banks, what else happened this week besides Chris Paul tricking y'all?
I want to say shouts out to the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis has just changed the big man game. It's not a tall man game because he put on about 50 pounds of muscle or so. Obviously, if he's saying I want 50-piece nugget Sprite with lemonade, which he might be the Greek freak. Sprite and lemonade, bro. I don't know how that combination is. I'm just saying.
So that's his meal?
Drink vodka straight. Lemonade and Sprite together?
Yeah.
It's a supplement. That's his protein drink. But
okay.
The 50-piece nugget obviously is his meal.
Yeah,
That's his meal. That's for himself. I want to tell y'all right now. More than likely, that's for himself. His wife got whatever she got. But listen, you got to eat. I don't know what to explain to people. I'm not trying to put myself over because I work out. You got to eat. So imagine being 7 foot.
I remember that was the whole thing. Yeah, I remember Jinder Mahal said that. I think when he was on Cheap Heat in 2017. It was actually a really good podcast I did. Again, even though I hated his title run and all that, I didn't hate him as a person. He seemed like a cool guy. And in that podcast, he says, like, I'm constantly eating throughout the day, like having, like, again, because he came back in the shape he did after leaving. And then everyone's like, holy shit, like, what the fuck happened in Jinder Mahal? But like he said, like, throughout the day, I'm just always eating.
Yeah. How many times have I told you when we're recording, hey, man, I got to grab some?
Oh, yeah, no, but that's just because we record for 3 hours, so.
No, because you got to slow down your metabolism when you work out. You burn so much calories, you got to eat, so. But now, Chris Paul, yeah, those last 2 games, shit, the last 4 games, last 3 games. I can't really make too many excuses because you play. If you healthy, you play. Does he have lingering effects from the COVID? Maybe.
Oh my! Here we go. The excuses. I was waiting for it, and this is what you're going with.
Slow down, small man game. I'm trying to explain to you. Small game James. Let me explain to you something. Small game Davis. Let me explain something to you. When Westbrook came back, he had something wasn't right when he came back. Because remember, he had COVID, right? When a bubble started, he was coming back from COVID. But then a couple games later, he started playing like Westbrook again because something is wrong with Russell Westbrook. Nobody believes me, but something is wrong with him.
Where is he from?
That don't have nothing to do with anything. Are you saying LA locals are crazy?
I mean, you would know. I'm not saying you're crazy. I'm just saying you would know.
To a certain degree, I am. I might be. I don't know. Black people don't go to the doctor for mental health.
Leonard Washington. Yeah, I am crazy. Like he tells a therapist. Like.
Now the day goes by, people. As you hear this, we don't have a Dave Chappelle reference. I'm here to let y'all know.
Any type of reference. Shit.
Yeah. If this is your first time listening, first of all, thank you. Please tell others, like and subscribe. The person that gets the memes off, especially Han being Mr. Bitches, is Davis. So you could thank him for all those great memes, but you can also tell people to like, subscribe on YouTube. Yeah, go to YouTube if you want to listen. Yeah, I almost said it. The Baltimore. I got to start making fun of them because I almost said it the exact same way, which is wild. But yeah, we always got Chappelle references.
I think we might have a new listener too, just based off a tweet blowing up, as I'm saying in quotations. But I think people fuck with Fast and Furious movies, and particularly Han, as we saw, like people like how many, a lot of fine women retweeting that or liking that. I'm like,
I know,
interesting.
You know, I know. I was like, so do you like Han? Do you want to be Han Solo?
I was like, what do you mean by that? I was waiting for you to keep going. Like, if you like Han, then you'll like my hand, or like it's like whoa. Like,
no, you use a freak boy for that. I wasn't gonna go that far.
You sick freak.
Right. I was gonna go a step further, but not that far.
But no, I think we might have a new listener too, based off that. But it was something that we've been. You like to say that I started the memes of family, which I didn't.
I'm telling you.
How are you gonna say I did when we do the show together? When we're on this journey, you know, I'm in the you're in the GTR because that's what you want, and then I guess I'm in the Dodge Charger, which makes sense because I drive a Dodge Avenger. But like, we're the ones driving side by side on this journey. And you want to assign, you know what? That's you. That's all you right there with the family memes. And like, I don't got friends. I got family. Like, and the shotgun, which, as we see in this movie, is
that's his signature. Once again, hear me now, believe me later. His signature, as I've been saying the past couple of weeks, is Corona, family, a white tee that won't get dirty. Shouts out to Pappy for pointing that out because I never noticed that until he said it.
And you know what? The white V-neck gets dirty in this one, but we'll get to that when it happens. That's because he was walking out like Kane out of that fire, like you got
the same hairline as Kane too.
Oh shit!
The 05 Kane hairline when that shit to the back. It's a remember when Kanye had that shit like a year or two ago? Somebody else that tricked people.
Oh, did you want to cover that real quick?
He tricked you. What?
I didn't listen to it. I was too busy recording. I didn't listen to the listening party.
Me neither, because you know why? We got fucking lives. That's why. We not like these losers that went to Atlanta that really went there for that shit, knowing he tricked y'all, bruh. He might believe in Jesus. He ain't seeing that motherfucker. No disrespect. No disrespect anyway. I had to think about it. God damn.
I was like, whoa. You know what? Out of everything we've said, that might have been too far.
That's
you know what? You might have to.
I got
180.
you. I got you. No. Don't worry about it. Let's keep moving. I got it. I got a timestamp.
But yeah, no. But like, yeah, I didn't listen to it. Am I hyped for this album? No, I think the fit is dope. Like, I'm glad he's back on the mask shit. I liked that when Jesus was going on him and like.
That's because he needed to cover his face in shame because he's ashamed to his family. This motherfucker not seeing heaven, bro. He literally made shirts, had his mom on there. So they sold the shirts. They sold them out. The people, these goddamn crackers, not you. These crackers is definitely about to. They selling the shirts on eBay as we speak right now for $400. The shirts was only like $40-$50. They reselling them. This motherfucker's online on eBay selling air. Yes, I said it. They selling air from the show for $3,000. $3,333. If y'all think I'm lying, please Google it.
No, I mean, that's the thing with him. I think if we were all pin it back to why internet culture, hype beast, music, again, everything goes back to Kanye. But again, someone had a good tweet. I wish I could have screenshotted at the time where someone had like a thread about, each Kanye West album and like who it was based off of or inspired from. In a way, like he saw someone else do something, like he was on that wave now.
Yeah, because essentially Yeezus is from a band that kind of does that same sound, that weird, like I wouldn't even say grunge sound. It's like alternative rock. So that's where the inspiration from Yeezus came from. And then him saying, "Oh, I'm doing this to go against the fashion industry." It's like, you made a bad album to go against your oppressors.
No. Yeezus is great. We'll do that one day. I mean, you and I, because you're like, what are we gonna do after this past summer? We only have 5 more weeks left. There's 5 more weeks.
There's 5 years left, nigga.
Of fast summer. And then I'm like, you're like, what are we gonna do, Davis? And I'm like, I had a whole slate. I'm like, this is what we're like. Kevin Feige at Comic-Con. I'm like, here, 2025, we're gonna be here, and then 2027, we're gonna be here. So
you defending me like Anthony Mackie, bro. You definitely Kevin Feige. I'm Anthony Mackie. He's just gonna put me in Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then after that, I gotta do Captain America.
Falcon. That's a second Captain Falcon reference on a show that we've been on. Shouts to Nelson. Shouts to Show Your Work.
Absolutely.
And that was an unofficial Banks versus Davis Show Your Work collab episode, the Money in the Bank watch along. So go listen to that. We were wild, and his girlfriend, shouts to her, the real MVP of that show was her. And shouts to Earl Got Soul. Shouts to him.
And for coming through for 6 seconds and then disappearing. His 3G wasn't working, so he just had to leave.
But yeah, that was a time. Yeah, but and that was the thing. Like John Cena debuted, well, not debut, returned that night. Felt like a debut because it felt like a debut because he's been gone for so long. Even though he was last year really, just because it was The Fiend. Even though that was a great segment, I just I didn't care about their feud until the Firefly Funhouse match took place.
Mm-hmm.
But and then it led to a trailer drop this week. A trailer for a movie that we've been hyped for again since we started this show. A movie that's been pushed back just as much as Fast 9 was pushed back, and that's Denis Villeneuve's Dune, which will be on HBO Max. So that's a relief.
But if the world doesn't end by October, let's go to the theaters. You got to go to the theaters and see that.
I'm probably gonna see it in theaters, but also watch it on. I'll probably watch it on HBO Max first, and then go to the theater to see it. Unless I hate it. I mean, Cal. Shouts to Cal as always. He believes it's gonna be bad, or his whole thing is, what if it's bad? And I also respect Cal to be like the first on the corner of what if Dune's bad, because there's so much hype to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the same. And I think it's also based off Blade Runner 2049 being a great movie, or a really good movie that just didn't make any money like it was supposed to. But with this, it's got Zendaya, it's got Timothée Chalamet, it's got cinematography, and
well, that might be the trick. What if they just doing that and then it's a smoke screen, so to speak, because they have these known actors on here.
Jason Momoa, Josh Brolin, Oscar Isaac, a lot of people that the internet is in love with. Dave Bautista, of course, again, getting those bags and great roles nonetheless. What a real legend. Unlike the man we'll be talking about in this movie, who just will take a bag for any shit role that involves him wearing cargo khaki pants. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Absolutely. No,
but this Dune. I would say this Dune trailer. It not that it showed so much in terms of spoiled anything, but I'm like, is this movie really going to be 3 hours? And there's still there's a part 2, because I'm like, this trailer was 3.5 minutes. I'm like, and I was just like, damn, this movie's gonna be fucking great. But also how much of the movie is this? Because I don't know how much is part 1 that's already been shot, or because I don't know if they filmed the idea was to do 2 parts. It was for Denis Villeneuve to break the book up into 2 movies. So that's my whole big takeaway from the trailer. What about you?
That shit about to be 3.5 hours, man.
Yeah, I agree.
If they go on that route, it's definitely about to be 3.5 hours.
But then I'm also going to then what's left after this. I've never read Dune, so I wouldn't know.
I read the book last year, which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I read it last year.
About spice and Arrakis?
Right. Armageddon is trying to figure out how, you get anything that's useful. It's resource. It's basically figuring out to use resources while, the elites have everything. And we see it right now because Jeff Bezos is going to space. They fucking leaving us, man. I'm telling you, they're fucking leaving us.
But is that a person who you're like, oh, wish you came back? Like, is not a person you're happy to see go?
No, because they're going to drop the bomb on us.
Oh, shit. Damn. See, you're
my tinfoil hat is all tight.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you are really out there this week.
I'm telling you, bro. That motherfucker's Lex Luthor.
But that Kanye West album is going to save us from that bomb.
No, it won't. When that album drop, please drop the bomb on this. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I'm going to listen. I'll take that back. I'm going to listen, but I'm not anticipating it. Like, I have a life, bro. And the thing is, if we're going to have music talk right now, does this crazy, that's how I know he crazy. Does he not know Drake about to drop?
I think that's why he did this.
You're going to lose, bro. You're going to lose by a mile. From that little bit of what I heard from that album, that shit sounds trash. I want Jay-Z to stop rapping because the bars ain't hitting like he used to. Bro, it's too much dip on the chip. He always do this shit. He trick people because he always say, oh, the album about to drop, but then he'll go and add 20 different things to it within 2 hours. I don't want to hear no fucking 2 Chainz verse in 2021. Bro,
well,
he does.
Enough.
His days are done. I don't think he understands that. The future is now, Grandpa. Like, bro, nobody is coming out when CLB drops. I don't give a fuck. Like, if I hear it's about to drop tomorrow, I'm saving all my music. You're not gonna win.
I mean, you don't want to get me on the CLB tangent, but I mean, again, he drops. It's funny. Like, so Kanye has this whole listening party, then Drake drops a feature he's on with this guy who's just like fucking awful. I mean, good God.
I still haven't even heard the song, but I heard everybody's like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck
it
is
was
this
who
guy?
the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that guy? And then Drake, see, that's where like Drake does legit charity cases. Like, come on. You can't hate on the man for like trying to put his bands on, and someone was like, "What's this guy have on Drake? He's got to have something because he is awful." I think Graham might have said that. Like what? Like he must like he's probably like Kanye West's cousin with the laptop. He's got something of Drake doing something.
Oh, yeah, I know you got more than one kid. Okay. No. You are high.
But yeah, I think that's why he dropped that feature, or like told the guy like, "Hey, you know what? That song you have with me, just release it now." Because I forgot what he referred to him on the shop when he was like, you know, that guy, and he's just talking nonsense on this song, like, and then Matt Ricard's like the scoopity poop shit. That Drake's like, yeah, talking like, what does that mean? Like, but yeah, it's talk about a real Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels type of rivalry, and also something that is divisive between the two in terms of like Kanye West hive and, you know, Drake stands. So it's something that, again, like the whole like who would win in the verses, and people's like, oh, the old Kanye songs would just kill any Drake song, but then people always like, really, like, are you really gonna like put I mean, All Falls Down is like a bad example because I really like that song, but are you gonna put All Falls Down against fucking Passion Fruit and expect Passion Fruit like to get demolished? I mean, come on.
No.
It's just a lot of like 50-50, you know, like a coin flip is what it is really in their verses. But there, that, you know, back and forth, it is interesting. And then, you know, Kanye West, like you said earlier to me, which is a good comparison, was like he's basically M. Night Shyamalan now, or like he he had like probably the best start anyone's ever had. And like it actually kept going for a bit. And then to some people it dropped off dramatically. Well, Kanye, to some people it did. With M. Night Shyamalan, it fucking did. Like after The Village, he was cooked. I mean, Lady in the Water, terrible. The Happening, I couldn't even finish it. Never saw The Last Airbender, but I know every person that loves the cartoon hates that movie. He does the Will Smith, Jaden Smith movie, which was just a paycheck. After Earth.
All right, let me talk about After Earth real quick.
Oh, no. If you stand for After Earth, I will throw my laptop against the wall.
No, so the first time I seen it,
I knew it.
No, I literally turned it off after 10 minutes. I went back and I finished it like a year later, and I just had so many questions about Will Smith's existence at that point. I said, what if you took him out? Maybe the movie works. I literally have this theory about Will Smith. Yo, you don't always have to be up in the videos, bruh. When Jada Smith dropped Icon, that great song, he was like, I'm gonna do a remix with Mickey Jam.
What?
You didn't know about? No, Icon is a great song.
I don't listen to Jada Smith music.
You because you don't know vibes. That's why you never been to Malibu and shed one tear. If you go to Malibu, then you understand. Malibu. That's what I'm saying. His music works if you in LA or you from LA, so to speak. And maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I always think every single time I listen to his music, I think about Malibu. So maybe that's why I work. It's the vibes, as the kids say. But that After Earth movie, first of all, he used the same accent that he used in Concussion.
Oh, I was just like, all I remember is because a podcast used to exist when they talked about it, were like his, because it always stuck with me that Will Smith's character's name was Cypher Rage, or like Major Cypher Rage, something like that. It's always stuck with me, like in a Furious Styles sense, or like Lawrence Fishburne's out here named Furious Styles and like teaching us about real shit, but his name was I'm legit, like that's top 10 names of all time is Furious Styles, and top 10 performances of all time. But that's what I mean. I think, a year ago.
What did you learn from it? Run
Obviously,
routes. If you're gonna be a football player.
Oh my god! Oh no!
People said he got shot up. Run route. He's supposed to be a star football player. All right, cool. I thought it was. Look, if Jim McMahon had an option read, that would have been him, bro.
Oh my god,
you want me to feel
devil.
bad for Ricky, bro?
All I think about is Vince Staples riding around with the same shotgun that shot Ricky. Couldn't zigzag, yeah. So like,
I had a gun pulled on me. Well, several times. If I had a gun pulled on me, I was zigzagging through the street. I had the Dolph Ziggler theme on my head. I promise to God this happened to me, people. I'm laughing now.
I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world. Come on! Come on!
That's some big. She would have hit me in my back. I wouldn't be doing no podcasting. I would have definitely.
You would have been selling that shit like Dolph Ziggler. Like, oh god, oh fuck.
Man, me and Steve Carano would have been doing a match in heaven, bro.
Oh god damn it. But no, yeah, and that was the first time I had seen Boys of the Hood in a while. Oh my god. Oh shit.
You still laughing at me get shot down. You see?
Yeah. No, I'm still laughing at you saying run routes and like a legit, like you were serious about that shit. Like you knew you crossed the line, but you were like,
I crossed the line. You fucking dweeb didn't do it. You supposed to be the star fucking player of the team, not me. I didn't play football growing up, and I still ran routes. I was out there like goddamn Mike Vick in 04. About to get hit. Let me get out the pocket.
Spin move. What?
I was doing all that. I did like Mike Epps and All About the Benjamin. I swear to God, on everything I love, bro. Right-handed God. I did just like Mike Epps. Don't shoot though. When he was putting his hands up trying to run
Yeah.
the boat, that was me on Florence and 8th Ave. I said too much, but still.
Florence and Normandy. Again, we'll do Black Knight. I forgot. You know what? Let me write that down before I forget. Black Knight and Don't Be a Menace for a future episode.
I don't know how I feel about doing that with a black man, but it should be fun. I mean, a white man, but that should be fun. Don't be a menace.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. So is Compton really like this? I'm like, this is South Central.
Relax. I'm not that white.
Yeah, I hate when people ask, like, yeah, I remember I was working on a TV show and somebody asked me that. They was like, yes, Compton really like that. I'm like, bro, I don't know. I ain't from fucking Compton. Imagine that.
You were like, I'm from fucking Compton. I'm from the end, son.
Yeah, I got class, bro. I'm not from no fucking Compton.
Okay, let's not start a fucking war now.
Nobody's gonna start a war, bro.
But yeah, no, that's all I remember. Where did we go? Oh yeah, M. Night Shyamalan, because you wanted to see Old and Snake Eyes, and I said Snake Eyes. I'm like, old hell nah, because again, like M. Night, talk about tricking y'all. I mean, I did like Split, but I had to wait. I waited until like it was on HBO to watch Split, and I was blown away. But I still haven't seen Glass because I'm like, nah, I'm good.
No, Glass is good. Believe it or not.
You're saying that, so I know it's not good.
No, it's good. So this is me not ribbing you. It's good, but it wasn't needed. If that makes sense. Like if they literally would have ended it with what's the
Bruce
you
Willis.
just said it too. No, the personality movie.
Oh, Split.
Yeah, I don't know how I forgot that quick, but yeah, if they would have just end the whole M. Night universe, which is insane to say, on Split, that's fine, bro. Like they really didn't need Glass.
The universe didn't exist. That movie made it a universe because it's like it takes place in the same world as Unbreakable, which I think that's a clever thing. But then they're like, Split actually made money and got really good critical acclaim. You have an idea, let's go through with it. And obviously he's like the king of an idea, but like the ideas are always like, are you sure?
Same thing with Kanye, like, bro. Sometimes subtle.
Kanye West post Jesus. Kanye West post Jesus.
Even with it's like, bro, it's too much dip on the chip.
I like Jesus a lot.
Yeah,
like, that's
a lot of people.
That's teasing a future episode, but yeah, but I mean, again, like Life of Pablo, the whole like we're all out of that.
Oh my god, that's the perfect example. That fucking album is ass.
But there's like 3-4 songs I like on it.
It's only 2. It's 30 Hours and No More Parties in LA. That's literally.
See, I don't like either of those.
You wildin'. No More Parties. Oh, because you know why? No More Parties in LA is too hippity hop for you.
Okay, whoa.
No, I understand that because you're not of that age where it's like y'all don't really like the rap, you know what I mean? The rap shit. And that's like rap. But the production and then the obviously the lyricism. But that's fine because you 26, you're not from that era. Y'all don't have no lyricists.
36.
Like, exactly. So that's why I like hippity hop like that. And then 30 hours.
I mean,
30
hours,
I do like 30 hours.
I do like 30 hours in terms of like I mean, like I said, it's not like the songs I like the most, but like I do like the 30. Like again, like when you just like I'm on the phone call, yeah, I'm making this ad lib track. I'm just like, no, stop it, like cut this shit. Like we don't need this.
Yo, man's wrote 30 hours. You know that, right?
What he
Drake
writes and no, I know, but I'm saying like what he writes and then because then what he co-wrote. Well, oh no, he was supposed to be featured on Wolves and got cut out.
Yeah, that would have been horrible. I like Wolves, but that's another example. The original version of Wolves that came out months before that he had at the little runway show. That shit was phenomenal. With
Mensa and Sia, right? Yeah.
That shit is phenomenal. That version. The one on Life of Pablo, and because he do too much. It's like, why would you take the verse there with Sia, put it here? Like, sometimes good is good enough. You know what I mean? It's like when he gets too much in his head, much like M. Night Shyamalan, it's like, bro, stop. Like they got too many yes men that tell them, oh yeah, you can do it. No, just keep it simple, man.
Yeah, and I don't think it's much as yes men as terms of like you have the ability to constantly edit yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no one's gonna stop you from doing it, but also like not especially that they should or like the game or because they are yes men and like they'll do anything to like stay in the clique. But when he's like, oh, I like this verse, you know, let me switch it up here. You know, let me just start the whole thing over, but like keep that part. It's the weird thing where like when you have the access and technology to it now compared to 20 years ago, it'd be hard not to. It's why like Steven Soderbergh will go. I mean, you watched No Sudden Move. I haven't yet.
Don't watch it, people.
But his whole thing is that he is editing his movies like right after a scene's been shot and putting it together. He is streamlining the movie industry in a way. Like he didn't want to play the movie industry's game, much like Kanye doesn't want to play the music industry's game. Steven Soderbergh was like, Hollywood only wants to make these big IP blockbuster movies, and they will take a chance on an awards film only if they know the awards are guaranteed. And it's with like 3 or 4 stars attached. And then Kanye West is like, I'll do what it takes to get this Grammy. So I'll have a song that's alternative, a song that's hip hop, a song that blends on pop, and then play with all the genres in a way. A little bit of opera, a little bit of old soul, so I can reach everyone. And it's a thing where you're your own worst enemy. I'd say more than yes men is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know as much. I think something like No Sudden Move, even though I haven't seen it yet, is maybe a film that Soderbergh wanted to spend time on, given that it is a heist film. But like like his previous 4 movies, I think were the ones that were shot on iPhones, and he was editing on the fly. But that's always been his thing, is he like using the red camera, and yeah, just it also happens when you're an auteur, like both of those guys, and M. Night as well, where like it's your singular vision and everyone is going along with it at the end of the day. Like there's nothing they can say.
Right. Because the thing is, the essential way of shooting a movie is shoot all the scenes, you edit it in post. So you doing it afterwards, you might get in your head and be like, well, no. Let's extend this scene out that we shot. Because then you got to shoot kind of like on the fly too. Okay, now let's go back and shoot that, but make it longer. So with that movie, it just like, dude, it just felt like most of the scenes were just drawn out. And this is a person, like, I know we talk about action movies, or more so me, but I do appreciate dialogue. Like I watched One Night in Miami yesterday for the first time. That might be movie of the year. I know I was joking with Fast 9 and I was saying these Space Jam
that came out last
movie of the year. Why were people talking about it this year then?
Because Leslie Odom Jr. was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and people were talking about not being nominated for more awards, I think is what it was.
Yeah, no, they got robbed. Legit, they got robbed. Like everybody was great.
I think that was the thing where people were saying, like, how did they decide on Leslie Odom Jr. when all of the guys probably could have been, any one of the guys could have been the nomination, but they probably picked Leslie Odom Jr. because Hamilton and all that. But
yeah, because Leslie, his name is what, Leslie Odom Jr., right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, him playing Sam Cooke, and I'm pretty sure he did his own vocals. He was
singing.
He's
a singer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that was insane.
No,
like,
that's one movie I've been meaning to watch. There's just a whole bunch of that was the whole thing last year. Like, as much as like the big shit got pushed back, a lot of small shit that actually was pretty good or like had some vocal support, I just like kind of skipped over because I wanted like the big blockbusters to come before it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Fast 9, like Dune, like the Suicide Squad, all that. Like, even though I think that was already scheduled for this year anyway, but it's a tricky thing. But yeah, No Sudden Move, I'll probably watch it just to see how bad it is. I know like Julia Fox was like something on Twitter for a minute where people were like, a guy I follow was like, how bad is Julia Fox in this movie? Like, or like, or was Uncut Gems that good that it made her seem like she was a good actress? I'm like, you know what? Don't follow them. Like everyone was tricking themselves into thinking that she was going to be a good actress just because she's an attractive woman. That's the game I always.
Let's keep it a buck because she got a fat ass.
No, that's what I'm saying. I
really love milk. That's the only reason why they was like, yeah, she's gonna be a good actress. No, sir.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't lie to yourselves. Like, yes, I see it, and I'm not, and I have no problem with it. But don't be like, oh, she's the next star. She's the next star. I'm like, and it was a lot of women saying it too. But I'm like, how are you going to complain about the double standard of like women only getting roles for their looks, but then also having like no talent to go with it? Because in like her whole thing is that she wasn't an actress. She was like most attractive women, a photographer. Like, wow, what a stretch.
Hey, y'all nasty ass dudes that be like, yeah, I want to get some pictures taken because she look good. You lying. Yeah, I want to get some headshots done. You lying. I've seen this game before.
Yeah, they want the other type of headshots. Yeah.
All right, so Fast 6.
Wait, was there anything else that happened this week before we get started?
Just want to let everybody know I'll definitely, I kind of take the bullets here when it comes to entertainment, bad entertainment. First of all, I gotta find that article that I posted on our Twitter at the BVDpod. Somebody said, and I quote, "G.I. no,"
which is always like the good New York Post thing, like when they switch one word for and that like has a negative synonym, like Fast 9, more like Slow 9, wah wah wah, like or something like that. They always do for like puns and all that.
That shit have G.I. no. So every review has been horrible. So I was like, all right, I'll watch it. And the one you sent me via text that said basically they said it might get you sick. I was just thinking about the Simpsons when they went to Japan and they had a seizure from watching that TV show, Pokemon. I feel like it was the same thing in that context that you sent me. Like, yo, if you watch this, you probably gonna spaz out. I was like, all right, probably get some Duce, watch this. But yeah, I'll end up, if I can't see it, a cam rip by, I want to say Friday maybe, or Sunday. I'll probably go to the theaters, watch old fucking 2 bad movies. I'll sit up in the theaters and watch, because why not?
What's funny is that like that thing I said to you about how the fight sequences were filmed, which is what I could tell right away. I'm like, oh, I knew this. When they announced this movie, they announced the director, Robert Schwenke. I'm like, I know this movie's going to be bad, because they announced this guy who directed the Red movies with Morgan Freeman and Bruce Willis, and he directed R.I.P.D. I'm like, you know these movies are going to be shit, because those movies were horrible.
Okay, no, Red was all right. Red 2 was horrible.
I never saw Red 2. After Red, I was like, nah, I'm out. I'm good.
Right. The reason why I watched it, because the comic book. That's why. It was indie comic, so to speak, being Red. So it was all right. So I watched that movie just because, and that was what, 2012, 2013?
No, it was like 2010, 2011. And the sequel was 2013, I believe, or 2014, something like that.
Okay.
Either way, it's like 2010 to 2014.
Right. So with Red 2, no. R.I.P.D. no. Like the comic, but no.
And that had your man Ryan Reynolds,
the fucking devil. Yes.
Him and Kanye West forming a tag team would be like end of days for you.
Oh no, that's Undertaker and Kane right there.
No, wouldn't it be Big Show, Undertaker, the Unholy Alliance?
Okay, so who's getting holed out like Big Show was?
It would
Kanye.
It would be Ryan Reynolds.
No, it'd be Kanye. Stop it. His wife was holding him out.
Jesus.
You supposed to be Kanye. She got you on the TV show smiling and giggling, not using the voice you had a year ago.
The Undertaker got a woman's name got Sarah's name tatted on him. Then Michelle McCool came up and was like, you got to cover that shit.
Bruh, because who puts their spouse on their arm, bro? That's a violation.
No, on his neck.
Oh, your arm, your neck, it don't matter. I know it's the neck, but just anywhere you don't. It's a curse, bro. You never supposed to.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he says. So he was the one being hoed out, because his wife was like, "You're gonna get my name tatted on your neck," and he was like, "Motherfucker, it's all about you." Like,
well, listen. How you know even though she looked like Logic. She ain't got that fire.
Sarah or Michelle McCool?
No. I ain't doing that to Michelle McCool. Sarah.
Wait, you? Oh no, Michelle. No,
I'm not disrespecting. No. I'm
Why?
not standing her. I just got respect. She seemed to be a nice woman, nice Christian.
No.
I got respect.
Oh, there you go, trying to buy her way back into heaven.
She got him in the church, bruh.
I believe he was probably already in church before, and that was his whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised if he'll give an interview, whatever. Like, as a Christian man, I never liked being the dead man. It interfered with my relationship with God. Where Shawn Michaels like, I'm only saying I have a relationship with God because it'll make me wilding out back in back in the day seem tame. Like I got saved, quote unquote.
He tricked y'all. I'm gonna see you that interview. He did that years ago. That's when he actually.
I know. He talked to like a legit preacher or like pastor or whatever. Yeah,
legit.
Well, I mean, someone that was like, his name was like Mark Calloway and like my relationship with God, whatever church. I was like, get the fuck out of here! Oh, come on! It was like everything, all the catchphrases, like God, like this asshole.
But the fact that he did that was like his first time breaking kayfabe. That was like okay.
Yeah, because he was pissed that he get to do it when he saw the Cavs. But like, who the like, you want to break cave for Kevin Love's bitch ass? Like, stop.
Here we go. The fact, you know what? And they tricked us about his height too. Somebody lying about somebody's height because Kevin Love was towering over the Undertaker. I'm like, yo, is Undertaker like 5 foot?
That would be hilarious.
But it's NBA 6'10" and it's regular people 6'10". So maybe that's 6'10", even though it doesn't make any sense. Still,
yeah, I'm like, wait a minute.
Somebody tell me how that makes sense though. They both listed at 6'10", but yet Kevin Love is towering over Undertaker.
Well, there is that picture of Vince Vaughn and Kane, and I think they were the same height. And again, we're like, Kane 6'9", the big red machine boy. Like, in his boots clearly had like the lifts in them.
Okay, so like they lying about wrestlers' height.
Yeah, always. Like,
okay.
Again, we say this every week with Adam Cole.
Oh, it all makes sense. Because I'm like, yo, Kevin Love is legit 6'10", 6'9". Why is he towering over Undertaker?
Undertaker probably was like 6'10" at some point. But then like his back probably like went to shit like,
oh yeah. Like Terry.
Hogan's. Yeah. That bitch.
Because they said, which was a lie too. I think they always been lying. They straight up said Terry Bollea was 6'10", 6'9", 300 pounds. Y'all lying.
Oh yeah, no, he don't get me started on him. God damn it. Like he's like, like Andre wasn't gonna let me win, brother. Like Andre, he was gonna win that match at WrestleMania if he wanted to. Like
he couldn't walk.
Exactly. God damn this. Tampa Bay bitch.
Tampa Bay. Is he from Tampa Bay? I thought he was from Georgia.
It doesn't matter.
Either way is hell.
It don't matter.
Either way is hell. Georgia, Florida, yeah.
But yeah, Snake Eyes. I just before we get to funny enough, it relates to The Rock. Well, not The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Which I don't know if they'll run back him in future movies, but that's also if we get future movies based off this movie seemed to be tanking right away in terms of critical.
That Jungle Cruise movie about to make $5.
Oh yeah, that's a flop waiting to happen. And I knew it was when they announced they had to do reshoots like halfway through it being filmed. I was like, oh yeah, no, you like, and they're trying to sell the whole. What a great segue by you, because him and Emily Blunt did this Vanity Fair, I think, or Hollywood Reporter interview together. And again, they're trying to sell their whole like it's Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson, like two people that everybody loves. Aren't they like great? Yeah, it's like, aren't they great together? I'm like, the forced chemistry you are trying to put between these two doesn't even work. One, she's married to John Krasinski, and two, I mean, if she wasn't, he would probably be like, hey, what are you doing later?
Oh yeah, no, he's like a glorified milkman.
Yeah, I mean, you would know.
No,
you're like, in my past life, I was you. Like, that's you and
not me. No, sir.
But
Well, two.
He,
Two, but that's it. That's the cap.
they asked Dwayne Johnson about Vin Diesel's comments, where Vin Diesel said that he would try to get a better performance or something out of Dwayne Johnson when they were making the Fast and Furious movies, and then Dwayne Johnson, because again, he can have bars every once in a while when it's not, Instagram bullshit that he's reading off a teleprompter. Was like, oh yeah, very Fellini.
Can I do an impression? Can I do an impersonation real quick? What's up, guys? And I wish y'all could see me on camera. He always holds his hand up. Man, I in paradise, working out. Big shouts out. Emmy Blunt, the Jungle Cruise. What's the name of that goddamn vodka? Terramata, whatever. I drink that after I lift my weights, my big plate of cookies, my 20 pieces of sushi. It's good. You should check it out. Kevin Hart, go fuck yourself.
That's what it is. It's like, yep, just got done 4 a.m. workout session, clanging and banging. I'm sweating. You don't put the work in if you can't get the sweat out. As my dad always said. We're like, did your dad say shit like this to you? Because it doesn't make sense. But when I had those $7 in my pocket, here we go. But
what's the new $7 in our pockets, kid? 15 roaches on my face.
Nah, don't make that shit carry on. That shit has it's like, don't make fetch happen.
Bruh, he said 15 roaches on my face. What is it? Yo, I think we did something again.
What do you mean?
We've been doing a lot of shit this year, and then it manifests. Yo, Muhammad Hassan is in a video game.
What video game?
Something called Virtual Basement.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's an indie video game. Obviously, it has something to do with wrestling. Kurt Angle is in it. They got Hassan. Yeah, Muhammad Hassan in it.
You mean
bro? I didn't know she was alive. Daphne in this shit. What the fuck is this game?
What you play it on?
On regular, it's on the PS5 and the Xbox Series. It's coming out on those on next year consoles, which is funnier.
God damn.
Yeah, this is just off conversation because I'm very intrigued by it. First of all, I know Daphne was still in the wrestling business. I thought she was still with David Flair.
Oh, God.
That's how old I am, kids. I don't remember when David Flair, it was him, Crowbar, and Daphne. And David Flair was the hardcore champion in WCW. And he was beating the shit out of Rick. I'm old.
Is there anything else you want to say about that?
What the fuck?
What do you mean?
It's coming out 2025. That's when the game come out.
Fuck. This is a scam.
I'm not paid 4 years for no ending.
It's a scam. To play as Muhammad Hassan, get the fuck out of here.
Bro, 4 years for a video game. Like, yo, y'all making a new GTA?
Yeah, that's got nothing on this game.
It's coming out for New England. Yeah, I'm not giving y'all no money. Fuck y'all.
No. But Dwayne Johnson responds saying, yeah, there's very Fellini-esque his approach to getting a better performance out of me. Basically him laughing it off that, The Rock, that Vin Diesel was like, man, I want you to be a better actor. Like, show me what you can do. Like your performance. It's, it's shit. Like me, I'm Brando. Who are you? And that's what we've been saying the whole time is that Vin Diesel, and it's more in this movie than any other. Because in later ones, it's I already gave you what you wanted, like the 0 to 100 acting style. But it's a very different type of performance, and we'll point out the key moments where it shines through him being like, my father have a barbecue every Sunday after church. Down in the Sathi projects, after we'd go to a Celts game, he'd buy me some Dunkin', with Pedro Martinez jerseys, go Sox, Boston. That's Vin Diesel in Fast 5.
He gave me this shotgun that I put on minorities' tempos,
Oh my.
even though I might be one.
But so right here, Fast 6. Where were you when this came out? Where in your life was Banks?
You ask me these questions and I go to a dark place. Just hello, darkness, my old friend comes into mind. Let me see. This was I think at this time I was living 2013. I know exactly where it was. I was living across the street from the LA Sports Arena.
Oh,
Like
wow.
by USC. I was living there. I think I didn't go to the movies to see it. Universal might sue me eventually because I watched most of y'all movies on camera or most of these fast movies via camera. I ain't gonna hold y'all. So I watched it on camera and I was like, all right, cool. I can't wait for Fast 7. And then it got dark, but we'll get there once we get to Fast 7 next week.
Yeah, Furious 7 to be correct.
I
Because,
call
like
it Fast 7. God damn it. They all fast to me.
No, because remember what he says next week. He's like, this time, it ain't just about being fast.
It's
About being furious. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. Like, and also they spell 7 like Kurosawa, 7 Samurai, or the Magnificent 7. James Wan kind of does that director bullshit thing for the opening scene at least. But this, like you said, 2013. I had been living in Minnesota for just about 3-4 months. So weird time. I mean, a change in my life this period. And I have a Fast and Furious movie to look forward to, at least. I'm in this strange place. It's fucking snowing. I'm like, I don't know what to do about this shit. But I'm in the school of a bunch of white people, a bunch of redneck white people nonetheless. So I'm like, oh, God.
You dumb redneck.
Pretty much. Country hicks.
Where are they now?
I don't know. It was in a different town. So I went to... it was the way I had to go there was because I was transferring through the middle of the school year, so I just had to go there temporarily because it's where my grandmother could get me in because she was a teacher there, and I could get caught up on credits and all that. But
well, goddamn, ain't it, Davis? How you doing, son? Put it here.
Pretty much with their shit kicking boots and their 10-gallon hats like they're fucking Jim Ross, like.
Bro, I'm still thinking about when JR socked the shit out of Paul Heyman. That video, I play that shit in there every day.
I always, whenever I think of like Jim Ross and like a sense of him being mad, is when he's like, I ought to sue your ass for setting me on, for having set me on fire. I ought to sue your ass.
But remember, he talked about those hats. So apparently those hats cost about $1,000.
Oh yeah, the 10-gallon of Resistol hats.
Yeah, I'm not paying no goddamn $1,000 for no hat. Hell, I barely want to pay $20 for my damn fitted hats.
You don't want to do
that. He paid $1,000.
You don't want to tip your hat like mighty kindly. Like, thank you, man.
I can't do that with no LA hat.
You should start that going forward.
Bruh, I talk to black women. They're gonna be like, get the fuck out my face. That's why. Or they're gonna look at me stupid. But it won't be the first time women looked at me stupid. So
but yeah, no, I think this was the second movie I had seen because I had saw Iron Man 3 a few weeks prior.
Oh God.
Yeah. Whew.
My eyes, Mick. My eyes.
Nah, that each time I watch that, I get more and more like and that's the thing. That's a movie a lot of people like. But it's one of the ones they like.
Who are these people?
Well, a lot of the anti-Marvel people, a lot of the anti-MCU people like Iron Man 3 because it's so different. It's the Shane Black effect of it, where it's Christmas time. He's got a kid sidekick. He's not even in the suit. That bullshit. But
people like to lie a lot. I see.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing the internet has taught us. But yeah, and this, I loved it. I bought this on iTunes. Around Christmas time, and I would watch it on my iPhone for a certain period of time, and then I got like the DVD and all that. But I like this one a lot. I know you don't necessarily, but I think this is in the top 4. So when we do our rankings at the end, I'm letting you know now that I was the first time I'd rewatched this in a while. I thought everything about it was still great. I don't think it's aged poorly, in terms of like, oh, it's actually worse than I thought, or one's overlapped it, because after Furious 7, we're getting in a triple threat match with some gruesome participant. It's not the SummerSlam '99 triple threat match that with Fate of the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, Fast 9. It's like the a triple threat match that has, whoa,
Earl, if you're listening,
who?
all y'all, it's been a lot. Earl, shouts out to Earl. It's been
Is he a Triple H fan?
It's been a lot of people.
No.
In the past week, because I've been podding a lot. I've been podding damn near, every day. Not damn near, every day I've been podding. It's been a lot of people contacting me about Triple H. Out of everything else I've been saying, the Triple H shit is the slander. That's what y'all want? Look, and I don't want to plug anything else that I do, because this is Banks versus Davis with my guy. But please stop hitting me up about Triple H slander. Please. Because I'm going to keep saying it. He trick y'all. He beyond trick y'all. He ain't that guy, pal. He ain't that guy. Stop hitting me up about Triple H weekends.
Again, you don't want me to go on a Triple H tangent, so I'll let you speak on that. Because I'll grab the fucking flamethrower and be like,
that's why. And I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm just I
it's right. No,
thought about that triple threat, and I'm just like, please, people, stop hitting me about Triple H. Please.
Help me.
Like, dude, please. He is not fucking good.
But I have mine right now queued up at 0.00.04.
Where? What do you see?
I see the Earth of what will be the Universal.
Okay,
logo.
so that I'm right there. I see the edges. For you stupid motherfuckers that say the Earth is flat, I see the curve of the universal Earth. So that tells me everything I need to know.
I don't think Kyrie Irving is listening to this podcast.
How we know?
I would hope not.
I would hope Kyrie Irving isn't listening to me.
Because I wouldn't want him to do some bullshit like, with the way your dynamic is, the way you're potting, you're not actually potting, you're existing. Like, in the world, but in the movie at the same time. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
no,
Kanye
that sound
West,
like Will Smith. That sound like Will
right,
Smith.
well, they're the same. They're in the same person.
Yeah. I hate that. I hate his fucking YouTube videos. Will Smith.
We will expose Will Smith one day. That's an episode I got to add to the docket as well.
Anybody that point to their tempo, try to explain to you some so-called woke shit, they trick y'all. He don't know what the fuck he talking about.
All right, but when I count to 3, we'll hit play and get started on Fast and Furious 6. 1, 2, 3, play.
So usually I use a app that has movies on it. I think the people have caught on to the app because a lot of things aren't on there. So I had to rent this through Amazon. They're cops. So
No, I miss Vince already. I'll take care of Mia. Cops.
cops.
He's gotta like be an app for like someone's gotta use his voice as an app for like cops. So right now this is how I know we were in forget. It starts off black screen, engine roaring, then boom, a race
with a Nissan GTR that's worth $149K if I'm not mistaken.
And there's Brian and Dom.
Guess what he about to say about American Muscle Kids?
This is kind of supposed to let us to believe that this is the race at the end of Fast 5 in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not, given what it leads to. But right now, they're racing each other after one movie ends. Again, kind of like the Rocky effect, where like the ending is the beginning. And yeah, they're just driving on both sides. I'm like, so do no cars come at them?
On that little ass street, I hope not. I'll be scared.
That's what I mean. So they're in the Canary Islands in Spain. Is where we start off.
Shouts out to Manuel Ginobili.
He's Argentinian.
Shouts out to Manuel Ginobili.
We got off on the wrong foot already. You're thinking of the Marc Gasals and the Pau Gasals.
I know Manuel Ginobili is from Argentina. All right, he cooked the 04 USA basketball team.
Oh yeah.
But
so
still.
right, we see Mia having their child,
a huge baby,
and there's Dom's new girl, again the former cop. And right now, it leads to the greatest sizzle reel or pro opening hype package since The Rock Stone Cold at WrestleMania X7.
Yeah, just to give y'all a breakdown if y'all lost. This is what's been going on in the past 5 movies. All right.
Yes. Again, remind us, show us, tell us
how we got from here to fucking the other side.
Yeah. And they picked the great moments: the car flipping over, him handing him the keys.
Fucker still owes me a 10-second car. Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. Let's see. We got a little clip from Los Bandoleros. That's this stuff right now with Dom and Letty and Han and all that. That's from the short film that Vin Diesel directed. Gal Gadot, as you see her name in the credits.
My favorite part in the whole entire franchise is coming up in this movie.
Okay, come on.
They got Mark Merrill in this, Gina Carano. I'm ahead.
I spit my drink out. I was like, Mark Merrill. I'm like, where are you going with that?
Any strong Italian face, man. That's what she looks like. By the way, we at the same like mark. I just had to get that joke off. I'm sorry. And I hate this song.
Oh, this moment we own it.
I hate it when it works in a context.
With your man, with Wiz Khalifa and the man who you said should never rap anymore, 2 Chainz.
At 41, I don't want to hear him rap. I'm not saying all rappers that's 40 should stop, just him. Cut your girl, now your girl need a Band-Aid. That shit is still hilarious. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? Coupe color Band-Aids.
Yes. I wish just from now on you would say a random rap bar.
2 Chainz rap.
No, just any guy. Be like, what the fuck were you talking about? Like, make this make sense.
Why should I say white man?
See, Furious 6, as it says in the title card. So not Fast and Furious 6 or Fast 6, Furious 6. And this is now we're good.
No, shouts out. We in Moscow. Shouts out to
I knew it. Shit. Is that who should be part of the family in the next one?
That should be the villain.
Yeah.
Bro, I would cry 1,000 tears.
Oh, him versus Vin Diesel in a fight. If he were to like take down Vin Diesel, I mean, they're probably the same. No, I'm not gonna do it. Nope.
No, they are the same height.
But so right now, first face we see after that opening opening hype video is none other than Dwayne Johnson, Luke Hobbs. We're getting so Hobbs is in the field. He's breaking down this scene of the crime with, again, Miss Magica, Gina Carano.
Rocky Balboa and Rocky Johnson side by side.
Fucking. And we see a car inside like the high rise of a building. So how did they get there? I can't wait to break down that car. So right now we see a man who very similar to Vin Diesel because he is bald, short, and has a lot of neck fat. And he might be in shape, but he's not in shape. So they got Vin Diesel's stunt man to go get his ass kicked by Luke Hobbs. I ain't telling you shit.
See, this is how it really supposed to be. So they got his stand-in to actually stand there next to the Rock. That's his stand-in. I'm pretty sure that's the accurate height, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. You mean when he's not on the Apple box?
Yeah, that's it.
And he's just like, this scene right here. Dwayne Johnson came in. He's like, I want to kick ass because I didn't get to kick ass last time, so I want to establish that I'm a bad motherfucker.
Hey, bro. Once again, the joke goes back to Kevin Hart, bro. You already won. Stop working out. When your vein All your veins is popping out. Your veins bigger than your arm. All right,
Well,
bro.
he has the XXXS Under Armour shirt on. Like, again, they sew the shirt onto his body. They don't sell these shirts. They make them.
I told you I'm about to start doing that, right? I'm gonna get a medium, but I got
I think since we started the fast summer, I think you said that's what you're gonna do. After like Vin Diesel does it, he makes sure to get like the extra tight V-neck that somehow like Mr. Clean. It's just like no stains ever get on it. So we see Vin, who tries to be Mr. Bitches. Oh shit! I wish Shakira was in this movie.
They got a nice angle right here. She got some nice ass titties, dog. Word. Oh, you never seen How High? I'm sorry. That's a How High reference.
I've seen that. I've seen How High.
Okay.
Bias. Fuck you.
When they was in the field of dreams, Tracy Morgan. I know you don't expect me to plant no peanuts out this bitch. A fucking Corona in Spain. I'm pretty sure it's not out there.
This is what 100 million buys. Wasn't easy to find you, Toretto. It wasn't hard to find you, Toretto. I mean, aren't you technically hiding if you're in a place where you can't get extradited? Sounds like hiding to me.
Right. Yo, you could tell Vin was not working out at this point. He like,
oh, that's what what did I say last week? After that movie, he's like, nope, I'm done hitting the weights. I'm not gonna be able to compete with this guy.
Maybe that's where the real problem between The Rock and him comes from. You're like, you're not waking up at 3 a.m. to work out.
Oh yeah, no. Vin Diesel's like, waking up to work out. No, I wake up to study fucking Shakespeare. I'm reading Shakespeare while I'm writing my new Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Plus, I gotta study all this fucking Elliot Kazan films to fucking base this role off of. But
yeah, so we get to
see
the point.
Dom Toretto really is not a Dom because his girl comes out with a fucking gun, is like, hey, get the fuck out of here. Like, we've already established that Letty like walks all over him, and now Elena is like pretty much damn near close to doing that.
He better than me. As soon as I would have seen her, like, Dom, what did that shit, man?
I don't. Did you just throw it? I don't know.
Man, I don't know what the fuck this is, bro. Somebody sending me hate mail. I don't know.
All right, so I remember Adam Carolla talked about this. Like, no woman is that understandable and forgiving. Like,
okay, Adam Carolla, you sexist.
No, in terms of like that. Oh, I know you loved her. Go to her, find her. I understand. Like, there's women. I think women are petty enough to be like, bitch. This is my guy with neck fat now. Get your own.
You sound very sexist because side hoes will let him go do that. She knows she a side hoe.
Yeah. They hit like thunder, disappear like smoke. See, this is right here where, like, again, he's acting in this one because he's still playing Luke Hobbs. Luke Hobbs has not become Dwayne Johnson. And he's still kind of in that Sam Gerard, the fugitive mindset. Like, I'm going to talk very fast. I'm going to tell you what you're going to do because we're going to find every out. We're going to look through every outhouse, hen house, and dog house to find.
But he kind of dropped the southern accent.
Oh, that's right. See, that's each one we're going for the rest of the weeks. Each movie, it slowly starts to like disappear. That what was once a character written as like a wrath of God, Southern justice lawman, is now the man on Instagram who's like playing it and banging Samoan and, Taylor Swift. And do you think Tyrese actually lives like that?
No, because remember he went broke.
Oh, shit.
He's still waiting for his Will Smith check. You don't remember that when he was going off the deep end and he was like, yeah, I'm still waiting for my Will Smith wire. And I know Will Smith was like, bro, I'm not giving you no fucking money.
I think I do. Oh shit! Yeah, that's what started the. What more do you want from me? Right?
Yeah, when he started getting shoot promos about The Rock, which is fucking hysterical.
Yeah,
I know he's handsome. I know he's in shape.
It links to this movie as we'll get to it. So Tej is in another country, shooting money out of ATMs. And now here's where we're at. This is the movie I want. What were Han and Giselle doing the whole time? That's the movie I want to see.
That bullshit.
I do. It's a love story. It's two people, two outlaws.
Cause you a freak bull. That's why you want to see
Bonnie
that.
and Clyde. Now, I've already established that Han's one of my top 10 movie characters of all time. So, like I said, I want to see the Han and Roman Pierce and Tej Parker movie. That would have been good.
She Bonnie in real life.
Okay.
Look at the accuracy. Look, I've done this before. The little shit.
Oh, no. Just because she might have been in Mossad.
I took the kids. I'm not gonna have no Nokia little ass phone from 1999.
I was about to say. But again, you don't want them tracking you because they're still on the run. Turn the plane around.
Get an iPhone. Fuck it. I know they can track us on that, but still.
So, I love this part. So that casino I was telling you about, I got some vouchers for the buffet. And his plane says it's Roman bitches. This is a man who's wanted for however many crimes and has his name on the side of his own private jet. But you know what? Shouts to him, legend, Roman Pierce. Barstow legend.
I ain't going back to Barstow.
So yeah, he was on his way to Macau. That's furthest thing from Barstow. And now we got this happy, wholesome family.
Yo, what if that baby is the one that's driving the Nissan at Fast 9? The blue Nissan.
Because that kid's supposed to be like 4 years old or 3 years old. Again,
How do we know?
Maybe it's Hasbullah.
This baby right here is Hasbullah. Davis, once again, how do we know Fast 10? It's like, yeah, I can't. It's the future Trunks thing.
I said that's the only way it would make sense is that they somehow got. But I feel like the smarter thing would have been to have John Cena play future Jack Toretto. I know it would have made sense, like he looks nothing like Paul Walker, but like somehow like the Toretto genes passed down to him. And either way, but
yeah.
Here's a modified version of the My Father speech. Is like we got everything, right down to the beer and barbecue. Is look at the life we're living.
I need to get some money so I could be on the run. Fuck it.
You want to rob fucking a crime lord in Rio de Janeiro so you can go live like this?
Absolutely, hell yeah.
So who's gonna be your crew? Amp?
Hell no. I'm gonna do it myself, and then just give y'all the money. You're gonna get less to the cut, because we gotta get reparations.
Oh wow, taking a week ago.
You owe us, white man. We're gonna be like, nah, you get less of it.
He used to do this shit all the time as a cop.
right. This is Photoshop.
This is exactly what cops do.
And the whole time, Dom is like, nah, I know she's here. Why? Because my pendant always flashes at night.
I wake up like I'm having visions, like in the movie Dune that hasn't come out for another 8 years.
But because we're in the future in Fast and the Furious, I saw it happen.
And here's a good line. We're family. We got to deal with the problem together. You guys are always better together, which I think kind of a stitch back to Too Fast, Too Furious, Tokyo Drift, and then coming back, all of them coming back for Fast and Furious. That these guys really do need each other. And that's why I think after Furious 7, the franchise takes a turn. It does. London. All right. With them tings.
Yeah, that's
where's Georgia Smith at? Where the titties at?
Nah, look. I'm giving her some of my money, not all of it. Ain't that much of a cent. We gonna get you some singing lessons, baby.
Oh, come on!
Can't sing. She finding the motherfucker that can't sing. Yo, she's too good with loading these guns. I'm telling y'all.
Okay,
she's a cat.
She was in. Let me look it up again.
She's a war veteran.
Well, it's required in their country, like in Korea. Yeah, she served 2 years in the Israeli Defense Forces as a soldier.
She need to be John Wick.
That's
I
what her
smell like
character
baby
basically
oil.
is. There is a scene like in 20 minutes from now where his arm is like covered in baby oil. It's insane because that shit. His arm is shining like Diddy's teeth in the Player Hater sketch.
Owen Shaw.
One more week. Well, I mean, not one more week. 100 and something more minutes, and
Yeah.
we there, and we are fucking there.
Dom
But
Toretto.
Owen
Dom Toretto.
Shaw, best villain in this franchise. We'll get to it, but he's the best villain in this franchise.
Yeah, for our listeners, we'll give you a breakdown because this motherfucker skills. He like John Wick mixed with like Jet Li.
You got change? Seriously. Would you be doing this if you had all the money?
No,
I feel like
I'm
would.
not cheap. No, hell no, I'm not cheap.
Okay.
But I will kick the fuck out the machine because it's like, nah.
Yeah. Like why do we have to pay for the fucking machine? Yeah.
Yeah,
But see how
everything else that doesn't make sense in this movie.
But see, look at Dom in the background. See, this is where Vin Diesel tries to establish himself as like the Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible. Like, I'm not going to hang with the crew. I'm going to be in the background as they're being debriefed.
Right. Like, I already know the mission. White
We're
t-shirt,
billions.
shotgun.
Why don't we steal this shit? Great line.
If you hear my volume, please let me know. We probably heard that.
I just heard that. Yeah.
Do you hear anything else?
No.
Okay. If it starts to get loud, I'll put.
Oh, I just heard the Rock talk. So yeah.
Oh shit! All right, let me put subtitles on. Do you hear it now?
Now I know you guys are family. Even the Rock said it. Even the Rock's in on the family propaganda at this point. Let me make that family whole again.
Why don't you have a family, Rock? Gina Carano is your family in this movie. Imagine.
No,
that.
that's the whole point of Hobbs and Shaw. Remember when his daughter's like, "What's our family, Dad?" And he's like, "In Samoa, we have a family."
What about your other family, Dad? We don't talk about them much.
You shut your fucking mouth when you're talking.
We don't talk about them.
So we have the dynamic. Before they're criminals. They're on the run. They're working with the cops to get Owen Shaw to get back their freedom.
Okay, I got subtitles on.
And Brian says right here, this is what establishes that getting outlandish is like, this isn't cops, this isn't drug dealers, this is different shit. We're getting paid, right? No.
Right. No, that's the name of the title, Davis. We're getting paid, right?
Yeah. Nah, because that's too real. It's too real.
Exactly. We get it paid, right? Fuck
that hits home.
I'm not doing this to get pardoned. I'd rather get some money and keep hiding out.
Yeah, he's like, that's what Ted's saying. Like, if this is worth billions, why don't we steal this shit? Like, why don't we kill Hobbs, go steal this, and then sell it? Like,
right. We already like know the black market. This is reminiscent of the scene from Rush Hour. Damn, I kind of spoil it for everybody. Just understand, if you've seen Rush Hour 1, it's kind of the same thing.
and here's our introduction to Owen Shaw, played by Luke Evans.
Yo, they really killed his stand-in. They about to kill a stand-in.
Who I would say, I mean, I could see him and Jason Statham being brothers.
I could as well, you know.
He just has
no facial hair. The other one, he has a 5 o'clock shadow and no hair. Him and Cesaro need to have a match.
Oh, the winner keeps the hairstyle?
No, winner loses their hair. For real. It's gonna be 2 minutes to shave that shit off. Shaw. That's how you know you bad, if they need all the police for you.
Oh yeah,
no, like he ain't got no people. It's just him.
Then they gave the whole rundown again. Execs like SAS, which is like British Special Forces and all that, Spec Ops. Like this guy is like the walking Universal Soldier without the enhancements.
I might watch that tonight.
The one with Goldberg and Michael J. White's on Netflix now.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm definitely watching it.
What's he say right now? Come on, you some bitch. Remember he'd be like to Rosie at WrestleMania 21, WrestleMania 20, and there's the Hurricane Rosie. Try the chicken nuggets, yeah, fat some bitch. Oh, that's a hamburger and grimace, is what he said, to be exact.
Yo, they should bring that over Roman. You talk bad to my brother.
Oh no.
He was when he was a superhero.
Considering, see, Owen Shaw is like devious. He's like, one, he's got the best movie vehicle since Kaneda's bike and Akira.
You lying.
What's better?
Car. This damn go-kart is trash.
No, it's not.
That shit is trash, bro.
Nah. What's better?
The Mad Max truck.
What?
It's way better. That shit was running like an old Cadillac. They had to put motor oil in it while it was driving. They had to warm it up. That's accurate. Not this goddamn flip car.
No, this flip car is a beast. Again, it's basically like a Formula One, Le Mans type of car. F4.
He basically has his own Batmobile.
That's the thing. So this movie, and I realized it today why I think I like it so much. It's the perfect blend of Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight movies, Mission Impossible, and James Bond. From the way, like a set piece like this, like a James Bond movie couldn't do a better car chase than this. And look at this explosion, very much like a Dark Knight Rises type of explosion. Again,
was this a set piece or they were on location?
Like, are they actually in London? I think they actually were in London.
No. But so was that a set piece or that was CG? The effects?
Oh, that probably was CG. The explosion, was probably CG. I know Christopher Nolan's like, no, we're gonna blow up this fucking building, and everyone's like, are you fucking mad?
Right. Like he used practical effects, and it's
bloody hell, Chris, you got your fucking mind.
Fucking police, man. Even if we give him a warning.
Yeah. But see, here we go, flip car, and just fucking.
He needs his other Dodge. He needs his Batmobile. This ain't gonna work.
Oh, you mean he needs the car that Jared Smith was driving around in?
The one that doesn't die, the Ghost Rider mobile.
Oh no, you're talking about Dom. He needs a Dodge the immortal Dodge Charger.
Yeah, I should have paraphrased it. Not this one.
Yeah, not these three BMWs. I think they're Beamers. Because they are in England.
At this point, they shouldn't be like, all right, bro, that's some bullshit going on now.
Yeah, they're legit like everyone is legit like, what the fuck?
We went from robbing a bank to now this going against a special ops dude. All right, bro.
That's what's so good is like they at least acknowledge it themselves. Where like Roman Pierce come up, he's like, they got cars that are flipping other cars. Like this shit is nuts.
We don't have none of that. We got family. That ain't good enough.
That's all you need is family. Shut up, Dom. Shut up. For what? Fuck.
Like you see that rifle right there that was shooting at them? That motherfucker shoots through helicopters. Yeah.
Yeah, no, look at the car. Look at the side of the car.
No, that car should be like Smith. Yeah, there you go. It should look just like that. I jumped ahead.
Joe Taslim of the Raid and aka Sub-Zero from 2021's Mortal Kombat.
Yes, sir. I was thinking about that movie yesterday. I was like, I gotta run that back.
Mortal Kombat or the Raid?
No, Mortal Kombat. I've seen the Raid. I could always watch the Raid, but I've seen it so many times.
There's a foreshadowing of Giselle. Something's up with Giselle, but we know why. We know why us, you and I, but like
she ain't got no foreshadowing.
No. But see, I mean that this whole chase is like very similar to the Dark Knight, chasing Gotham with like the Joker, and when the car crashes and it gets into the Bat motorcycle, kind of gives off that vibe to me. And it's dark at night, and just like I said, I came to that realization days that they combined three of the biggest franchises that they were competing with, and we're like, we're gonna take it a step up in terms of like, we're not gonna just be street racing or criminals. We're gonna like fight spies and soldiers.
Yeah, at that point, I would be like, hey, bro, fuck a part, and I don't want to be involved. Like, they got super technology.
Yeah.
They stopping our
Yeah,
BMWs, bro.
Yeah, if you have a thing that can stop and control my car, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's just go back to LA and go to jail.
That's when Roman Pierce. I will go back to Barstow now.
Yeah, you know what?
Again,
Let's
they all survive these crazy flips with no damage. They no-sell these crashes. Roman Pierce isn't like my arm.
No, he's
And Brian O'Connor because he's fucking
Bushi with the comeback.
Yeah. I really love this one too because they give a lot of shine to Brian O'Connor. And he's clever enough to take the chip off the car, and he's the one keeping up with them still. This is what I mean. Like, my other realization was that at this point, Vin Diesel's ego hasn't taken over yet. This is very much a team effort in this. This is really much a family team effort in this movie. Everyone shines.
Exactly. Whereas when we get to 7 and Fate of the Furious, etc., especially the Fate of the Furious, I was like,
Fate of the Furious is like
Triple H.
100%. Furious 7, due to the situation, they had to rely on Vin Diesel a lot more. But also some great cinematography in this one as well. I think this is one of the best shot ones.
No, absolutely. I can actually see it fully pixelated because I'm using Amazon Prime. I had to rent it. I think I'm about to go back to the essence. Let's just do like we used to do with Blockbuster. Let's just rent movies.
I'm probably gonna rent Wrath of Man tonight because it's now available to rent.
Good movie. That was a good movie.
And right here, and he just flies through the air. Like, flying through the air, this is not good.
I want to fly like an eagle.
And see, I just like the look of this car. Whoever created it, props to them. She gives him the little wink.
Yeah, we got
like, I am married. Like, bitch, I am married. Come on, like, you trying to get me killed?
I would have played dead. I'd be like, oh. Like, if a villain about to pass you because you in the tunnel, you should think like, oh no, they might try to double down on this.
But see, we still get a little bit of like the Vin Diesel Domino because he's the one keeping up with Shaw. And again, Shaw is this special like soldier in this car, but like this Dom and this Beamer is gonna be able to keep up, and then they have him pinned, and then dun, 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 dun.
Bro, that BMW should have been cooked a while ago.
Oh, I know. This is when the fair, like in this movie at least, they're like, "Oh hell, you know what's coming up, right?"
Yeah, that's why I started laughing.
Yeah,
I know she's here.
No, not that. Right here, this scene where he's like, "Take the wheel." This is when people are like, "Okay, this is now a new level of ridiculous." Because this
like
man, he's
big ass.
Yeah, and like flies like Rikishi off the fucking cell. Onto this car, and then
perfect accuracy
leaps over the fucking caution thing, whatever barricade, and then like still is like shoot, like fucking super
they always
soldier.
do these shots to show get my tricep in this.
Oh yeah.
We know you work out. Okay.
And she's cold blooded, as Rick James would say in Chappelle's show. Where just like he's like Letty, and she shoots him.
You're like, why did you do that? She doesn't know who you are, bro.
Yeah.
She got CTE.
See right here, this is crazy. We are not no shit. We're in London, like
right.
We got cars flying through the air now. What kind of?
But this is when he started being the MVP of the franchise because he really started making the most sense. Like every movie.
But it started last week really with the. Did you say 100 million? See, I don't be listening. When women start shooting at you, that's a clear sign to back the fuck off. Word. Number one rule in life besides don't fuck with Samoan. So number 2 rule. If a woman has a gun, get the fuck out. Get out.
But no, this is when he really started because he started making the most sense. Like the $100 million, yes, we got to get paid. And I was tripping. Yeah. But this is when he's like, hey, bro, I don't think we're supposed to be doing this. And he started saying that every damn movie. But then they started making fun of him. Like in Fast 9, like, yo, you ever think like how we get past all this?
It was he's the audience. He's the audience. He's the like no, like he represents the audience. Like, oh, what? Like like they're dropping cars out of planes, and he's like, this is not supposed to happen.
Right.
But he just had the good line like, that could have been me. No, that's not as big as your forehead. Like,
like you're saying we lucky, but yet we keep getting past all this stuff.
Right? What's he say right here? You don't turn your back on family, even when they do. So when your brother turned his back on your family, you couldn't forgive him, even though he was in the right. See, this is what I mean. We're like, you pull one thread, it all falls apart.
He just simping. That's all it is.
That
like,
is true. That is true.
Just let her go. Let her have her concussion.
I mean, she doesn't belong to the streets of LA. She belongs to the ends of London. So
she don't know where she at. She might think she's still in LA. Where's La Costa Tacos at? I beg your pardon. We don't eat tacos over here. We eat gravy and fish and chips.
What's a taco? Tacos? Are those like little things with the cheese and all that? Okana? Yeah, so right now we're meeting the opposites. As that great scene coming up when he's like, it's like our evil twins. These are the Psycho Rangers right here.
The fact that they use Ludacris rap photo is hilarious.
Yeah.
He had a haircut.
This is where
My fault, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I would say this is
he
where
just had a haircut
about
5 years at this point.
Oh yeah, I know. They're using that first photo from Too Fast, Too Furious like 24/7. Yeah, Owen Shawnlee's like, this team almost took us out. Respect them, like otherwise. So he like this, manner of being a gentlemanly villain is what separates him. Besides him being a badass, but also these like pearls of wisdom he drops. The whole like know your enemy, and that's how you'll defeat them. Some art of war type shit.
Hiding right out here with a tight ass shirt on.
I was about to say, do you think The Rock was on? So it was like Vince, and he's like, "Hey pal," and he's like, "I got a guy that you should. I got a guy you should give a tryout to. What does his back look like? Look at this.
Her back is huge.
Look at his back. He's huge. Look at him. But see right here, they commentate on this is crazy. This guy is clearly me, which is hilarious.
Yo, the fact that his diet is just vending machine candy and they multi-millionaires is hilarious. Like, I think DoorDash wasn't out, but still figure it out. Like, I know y'all on the run, but y'all got to eat.
Tej, that's me. You're mini me.
Right.
And Brian, this is the best one. When did you do this photo shoot? But as we pointed out, Tyrese is again strong, like Jamal Crawford, like the sixth man of this franchise. Like he does the work that goes unsung, but not necessarily unsung, but like what you actually need him more than you think.
Mm-hmm. He's the comic relief.
Well, so is Ludacris as well, but I'd say Tyrese pulls it off a lot more and better.
They make him like the adorable idiot, so to speak.
Pretty much, yeah, the lovable idiot. Well, like Ludacris plays like the douchey dork.
Right. And I like that whole interaction because, like I said, as it gets further into the franchise, him and Brian don't have too many interactions.
Yeah. This is when they're talking about cars. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck any of this means.
Right.
Magnetic suspension, hydraulics. I just know that flip car is dope, but they're breaking it down.
To a certain degree, I understand. But at the same time, they're talking about how do we counter that car. You don't. I'm going to have to do
just.
You
get a rocket launcher and you fucking blow that shit up. No, let me see. What are you at? What's your time say?
Let me see.
I'm at 36 minutes. 36:17 right now.
I'm behind by a couple seconds, which is fine.
Okay.
Because if I look at it, because I'm using Amazon Prime, they give you disclaimers and all that shit. So
yeah, I know when you hit anything on there, it's like the cast in the movie. I'm like, settle down. Like, I know, I mean, someone like me, I know a majority of these people. So,
Right. The only reason why I'm a little bit behind because I had to put subtitles on, but we basically at the same time still.
yeah, we see them at this gala event.
With Muhammad Hassan there.
Fucking A. No, we're not having multiple Muhammad Hassan references in this pod.
No, because it will get flagged. That's why.
This is just some basic, little banter between Tej and Hobbs, trying to show a different side of Hobbs now, which will ultimately be the detriment to the franchise.
Yo, I know The Rock was definitely like, yeah, when I was working out in 01, I was listening to Move Bitch, Get Out the Way.
100%.
Great song, guy. Great song.
You are clearly not a baller.
And then they typecast in Ludacris in The Rock. But if The Rock wanted to, he could be like, I'm not I'm not black, I'm The Rock. Okay.
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 And this is kind of the British snobbery and all that, the, high class.
Racist.
Pretty much, yeah, the racismo, as Josh would say, when it comes to football, especially in England.
Couldn't they just buy him?
That's what he does, remember?
Yeah. I'm like, just buy him.
But they had to have a little comedy and like,
right, exactly.
What's he planning on hunting? Moby Dick.
He read him to. She said $50,000 a year. You in the military? Like,
yeah.
All right. Like, can I get on the payment plan? U.S. military discount.
You're clearly in the military, because they like to pronounce words like aluminium.
If you don't get out of here talking like DeVito.
He's a man, as she said. You're forgetting one thing. He's a man.
What if he likes something different? Relax yourself.
Like, don't go assuming.
Right.
And if you're Banks, and if you're him, you're like Gal Gadot, hell no. Gina Carano, hell no.
Oh nah, because first of all,
again, they're in London, so now Natalie Emmanuel is somewhere near. They just haven't met her yet.
Yeah,
that's Ramsey from in the next one.
I know. Trust me.
I'm just
yeah.
See, that was disrespectful. See, I mean, their dynamic right here is really good. He's a man. So what are we? Like,
snacks and bitches.
You got a little stardust in your eyes.
Right.
Little birds floating around.
Might want to wipe that away, son.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna last too long.
Yeah, you don't want to buy. You don't want to lease this small. You want to buy. You just like shut up. And see, they replaced him and Brian and Roman with Han and Roman in this movie, and it works out.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't get her a big rock. You better be big somewhere else.
I beg your pardon.
That's what he says. Like, is that why your girls wear so much bling? Like. Yeah, and this guy just looks British. Like, I would never have to hear this guy talk, and I would know he's British with the hair and the teeth.
Like Golem. A lot of them out there look like Golem. They ain't got no dental plan out there.
That was the one thing I never understood with Austin Powers when I was young. When I would watch it, that it was like about the commentary about British people with like the teeth and the hair and the "Do I make you Randy, baby?" Like the whole like that. I never understood that until like I got older.
Yo, he tried to grab Gina Carano's chin with 2 fingers. Bro, you gonna need 2 goddamn hands with oven mitts. That's a big ass chin. That motherfucker stab you. I would have dislocated my finger.
He's like, I changed my mind. Me like it. So he's out here simping. He's like, yeah, I want you to throw me around like that. He's on some Ricochet Tessa Blanchard shit. Again, would you buy $1 million? Would you buy a bunch of cars with millions of dollars? I'd probably buy 2 cars at least. I'd have one fancy car and one like everyday car.
Nah, I'm not Birdman. Birdman does that every day. Or
Buy a
Floyd.
car every day.
Damn near. Floyd and
They buy,
Birdman.
but
do that shit.
they also buy like the same car. They either buy like different variations of a Rolls Royce or like a McLaren
in different colors and models.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do.
just
when you
like
got
just like
fucking millions of
Nelly,
dollars.
just like Nelly and the St. Lunatics in the Air Force One videos. Like, get all the colors, but it's the same shoe.
Second time we referenced Air Force Ones. Nah, if I had millions of dollars, I don't know what the fuck I'll buy, honestly. T-shirts.
See, here, funny enough, again, this is kind of what plays up the Austin Powers thing, with like Austin Powers with his hairy ass chest, and then like this, and he's like, you need some hedge clippers. Again, we really didn't need this scene of them like embarrassing. We really didn't need the scene of them like getting it. They could have just got some cars or something. I do agree with that. Like this, like the 2 scenes of this guy are like, the weakest thing in the movie.
Yeah, don't have no grown man take his pants off. But just give me the watch, bro.
Not pants, trousers, as they say.
None of that. Nah, I don't want none of that. Player, this ain't that type of movie. Just give me the. I would just took his watch. Give me that watch, son. Even though I could buy one of them, I still want yours.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I know I can buy it. I want your shit. It's the Michael Jordan. I want your money in my pocket.
Right. Why are you over here with?
And Jed Bushler was like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, or was that Jed Bushler or is that the other? They were either way. All the white
Jed
guys
Bushler,
look alike.
No,
Yeah. I know the difference between Bill Wennington, at least, because the terrible facial hair.
He got the Triple H shit going on.
Yeah, not even that. It's just worse. It's like everybody. It's like he has he's every member of a biker crew with his facial hair.
You might be on to something. Dennis Rodman definitely was. I got the black V neck, so you know I'm here for violence.
Yeah, I was gonna say like. He said you're too close to like Dylan, like too close, man.
You're too close, man.
They touched him. He was like,
you can either do this song or not do the song.
And the way he sells getting choked, so he's like,
There's some. I wouldn't even say Clint Eastwood shit, Dirty Harry. It's grabbing somebody, bringing them to the glass and shit like that.
Let me tell you, do you feel lucky? Punk. See what Clint Eastwood.
Family
Just gotta
is
talk.
punk.
This gun's my family.
But my father. Do you know him? Punk.
Clint Eastwood could have played Dom Toretto's father.
How we know that's not gonna happen? I believe anything now.
I still thought for a second Kurt Russell was going to be his dad. I said that before, but I did think that like they were going to do that old switcheroo.
Right.
And look, this is how you know the real villains. They show up and just fucking spray
Right.
with the assault rifles. Like these guys again, like are not fucking around. They're like, we ain't gonna, leave you hanging up on this thing and have a guy from just one guy from Machete come at you. We're gonna show up and just fucking shoot everyone. Again, like you better run routes.
When Charlotte would do it, so you got to start blasting. Y'all got pistols. They got automatics.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with 62 bullets? Come for you, brother.
Oh no.
What you gonna do when AK hit you?
Do.
You gonna go.
And this leads to, I was about to say, this leads to one of the worst ass whoopings in movie history.
He beat the dog shit.
it was a legit handicap match, and he beat the like Ryback in 2012 when he would face 2 guys at once and then be like, nah, 3 guys, like
the big guy, the big overbite.
and she and right there because they're trying to connect everything, Braga.
Oh.
So
Mother, I come in to see you.
wait, what?
The British dude. Oh, Paul, I'm going home, Paul.
Pa? Who's? They don't say pa. They say ma.
Papa.
Ma. Is that your mum?
I go to Davy Jones' locker now.
Okay, now okay. You said my Finn Balor sounded like a pirate. You're legit talking like a pirate.
He's running because he's trying to get y'all to the right place where he can whoop your ass.
Exactly. He's like, too many people. I'm like, I need some open space.
Right.
Because this is about to be a show.
Yo, I learned a lot too. Everybody got good cardio despite them wearing leather jackets.
No, we'll see that. Like when Han is sweating when he gets his ass kicked. That's how you know he was a smoker too. Because he's like,
oh no. Right. The Japanese Newports put him in the chokehold.
Yeah, the guy touches Joe Tasm. The guy touches Joe Tasm. He's like, you get too close.
Newports at him. Long
and right now we got. Oh no, we're not doing that. We got a really good fight scene between Michelle Rodriguez and Gina Carano. But see, my man hits like the fucking rolling fireman's carry.
Toughest fight in the whole entire franchise, Gina Carano
against Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez. Yeah, that's a tough
nah.
fight.
Over last week's Luke versus Dom. House versus Dom.
It's a tough one.
I mean, they're legit like beating the shit out of each other. And then what's next week? Ronda Rousey next week.
That's another one. Well,
but see, like Han tries to like look like he does some boxing and just like, no, he's like he can't fight at all. And then Roman, he's just a shitty fighter is the thing. Like he could beat Brian's ass, but that's not difficult as we've established. Brian didn't learn to start how to fight.
They're like the Three Stooges and shit.
Yeah, like it's been healed.
Hey, yo, roll. Let me at him. Whoa.
Now, right here, this is like crazy. Yeah, armbar, and she just spears her over the fuck. Like they're both paralyzed. But he does that Wesley Snipes hand-to-hand combat blocking shit where he's like throws up the forearms to block.
That's legit.
And then knee to the gut, twist them. Again, that's what Wesley Snipes does in every movie. And then boom, fucking.
You know why? Because
he does a Finn Balor. He does a Finn Balor shotgun drop kick and then hits an elbow drop at the end. A fucking savage. Joe Taslim, fucking beast. And then funny enough, next week, Tony Jaa, the legend Tony Jaa. Can't wait for that.
Quentin Tarantino on the train and shit.
Again, they're just like, oh, see what I mean? He's like, they are drenched. He's drenched like he legit. He's like, don't tell anyone about this.
They got their ass beat. That's why.
This is legit like Charlie Murphy with like playing Prince. Like, no one needs to know that. Like, why don't you go challenge Prince to a basketball game? All right, and bring your people so they can see it. And right?
What happened at the game? Pancakes. Served as pancakes.
And The Rock was like, pancakes, you said.
Right.
It's my cheat day.
Taramata, whatever that vodka is. Pancakes to Taramata.
Taramana. And see Owen Shaw right here getting cold blooded. He's like, so what? He's dead. It's his fault. Fucking idiot.
He shouldn't have zigzagged.
Yes, see you and Owen Shaw. Like, if you don't want to get shot, don't run towards the bullet. Run away from it.
Right. Motherfucker. Are you building some type of conscience?
Yeah, this is like, I thought you was ruthless.
Right.
I seen you rip a dude's jaw.
All that leather you wear, All that leather you be wearing, even when we not shooting, you ain't tough. Them boxers.
And again, so now he's like a creepy villain as well. He's like, Letty, if anything ever happened to you, I'd be devastated.
He out here talking like
And see, and he does like he is. I mean, in a way, he is a pimp. Again, he looks at her like that. Yeah, he does a creepy like hair touch thing, and he's like, "Yeah, see, he's her pimp." He's like, "And this is the thanks I receive."
I got you at the hospital, baby. You supposed to be my bottom.
Yeah,
you want to go
it's
back
like,
to
you didn't know the fuck you were.
What do you do for you? Right. You out here thought she was Ivory from WWF.
That's a good one.
Shouts out to Ivory. Fucking look like Finn Balor. That's hilarious.
The
demon.
Because the prince is her to challenge you, tribal chief.
We met
To a
Dom's
match.
girlfriend. She lovely. That ain't my girl. I thought she was dead. I got a new one.
that there's my girl.
Anybody gonna kiss her?
That's definitely not Toretto and Letty. When Owen Shaw was around, he's like, hey, that there is my girl.
You think he pissed though? He like, bruh.
But again, they're laying that Braga is somehow connected to Shaw. So this is when they start stitching previous movies to this. It gets kind of bad in Fury 7 and Fate of the Furious, where like everything was all because of one person. And then Fast 9, when Jacob Toretto was like, it was me, Dom. Like he does, it was me, Austin.
It was me all along.
He was. That's what he does. Remember, he's like, how do you think Mr. Nobody found you? It was me. And that's what does the whole like, you don't know shit about Dad. Line of the year. That's what we're gonna call that episode.
You don't know shit about Dad.
You don't know shit about Dad. You know what? He was like, Dad was broke. We had no money. But yeah, as we remember, Braga, piss poor villain. His henchman Laz Alonso was a lot better in Fast and Furious. But again, this is kind of giving Brian his own arc in this movie. And see what I mean? It's evenly distributed in terms, like everyone touches the ball. I'm trying to think of like a good basketball analogy. It was where everyone would put up points, pretty much 7 seconds or less.
Probably be Golden State 2017.
True, yeah. This is also a death lineup. I think this crew of Han, Giselle, Tej, Roman, Brian, and Dom, and then Hobbs as well, is kind of like a death lineup type of crew. Even though I do like Ramsey, I mean, not for the obvious reasons. Pressure.
When we get there, I'll start wilding.
And see, now Dwayne Johnson gets his own scene again to show that he's a badass. So I think his whole takeaway is like, if I'm going to be working with them, and see what, like, oh no, I think we already, but look at his arm. See, it's glistening.
That should look
he lathered that shit up right before filming.
Bruh, and the security guard touching him. It's like, damn, bruh, why you out here moist? I gotta wash my hands for 10 minutes.
He's like, it's 50 degrees outside. We're in London. It rains every goddamn day.
Motherfucker look like a church's chicken arm. But greasy as motherfucker. All right, bro, you can stop. I would slap the shit out of him. You can stop.
I say, like, you have
hand.
another hand. And aren't the other people going to be like, what's going on here?
They just looking. Nah, motherfucker, help me. Bro, I would have slapped the shit out of you. You ain't just gonna grab me. I hate when old dudes try to grab your hand like that. Like, nah, champ. I know it's the whole gentleman thing. I know how to shake without
Nah,
grabbing somebody's hand.
it's the power dynamic.
You got me fucked up. I'll slap the shit out you. That's the dynamic. Oh, it's me.
It's Los Angeles.
I
Not in
would
the. No, I was saying not in the jumpsuit. I'd hope not in the jumpsuit.
No, I'll be coming off shit. Maybe I'll be coming off a Spirit.
Oh
Airlines.
no. And there's our guy Shea Wiggum, who has
break his nose
lines.
again.
Who has one of my favorite lines ever in like Sicario de Soldado. That scene of him and Josh Brolin's one of my favorite scenes where Josh Brolin's like, "You can buy your own hockey team," and he's like, "Yeah, I can buy my own hockey team." Like, I almost was gonna say, I think would it be too problematic if I say that Han and Roman Pierce were like the opposite of Lee and Carter, where like they could not fight?
You asking me? Is that problematic?
I was waiting for you to maybe kind of say it.
Nah, because I always use that joke with Asuka and Naomi, and I felt like that shouldn't have been right.
That would be a good movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
Yeah.
I use that with them.
Especially if Asuka, yeah, especially if there's no subtitles for Asuka.
Ricky Tan.
Every time I try to finish Rush Hour 2, HBO Max is a bitch. It won't let me watch Rush Hour 2.
Yeah, no, it's out of sync for some reason.
Yeah, it is for you too.
Yeah, I thought it was just me. I'm like, bro, why is
no,
this shit
oh
out of
wow, yeah, no, it's legit out of sync, and it only happened like right. I was watching it, and there was only like 40 minutes left, and I paused it, and then it was out of sync when I came back to restart it.
Nah, for me in the beginning when they started Beach Boys.
No, now it starts off like that too. It starts off out of sync. But see, there it goes.
Bruh, he got to have a concussion after all his nose breaks.
And he's just like, again, the same shit.
I got to kill this motherfucker. He can't keep breaking my nose. Like, bruh, if you going to hit me, don't hit me there. Don't tase me, bro.
Or do the Mark McGrath. What did your man say in that video? I'll choke your face or whatever he said.
I'll choke your fucking head. Make a hole, gentlemen. Make a hole. Yo, you think Gina Carano was talking about Obama administration at that point?
Oh, at this point, he had just
Ludacris Bridges.
This is filming in 2012. So it was probably before he got reelected. She was probably like, I can't wait till this election, and then Mitt Romney loses, and she's like, "Oh, damn it!"
Why does she have a redneck accent? She from the South?
Because I think every racist person secretly has a redneck accent.
You got to. Like, what if she from Buffalo, New York?
Again, The Rock was talking like, "I don't think you got a goddamn choice, boy."
Well, he from Miami, so he was gonna either sound like Bad or he was gonna sound like Josh.
I was about to say.
Imagine The Rock sound like Josh, bro.
Nothing would make me happier than Josh. The Rock sounded like Josh, aka P&D.
Nothing. You don't have a choice, boy.
No, it's like if you smell what the Rock.
Okay, now you're going back to the Irish accent.
I know. I was like, oh damn it! I was right, like, because Josh's accent's like, you can't impersonate it. It's too good. Except when he was like, "Call me a Yankee," you know.
You know.
And I don't even play baseball. Like,
Manchester, put the ball.
But man, is he making paper airplanes out of the Bible? Like,
Oh shit! What's up, bro? I was just tripping that we stole some shit from you.
like, you remember that one time when my man crashed, ran your dude over with his car after he speared through the air?
Yeah,
that we were on some wild shit. Yeah,
you ain't gotta do all that. Listen, everything all good. How's Liddy doing? She straight.
So this is what doesn't. Why would Owen Shaw work with Braga? That's where it doesn't make sense. If this guy's a cartel, why does Owen Shaw care about funding cartels and all that? Unless it's unless it's someone for the FBI to focus on and keep attention away from Shaw. But even then, I don't want to get too Snowfall with Teddy and the CIA and we're gonna stage a war so the drug trade can prosper. and all that. But maybe that was his goal in hindsight or whatever. But see, he had the CIA, the DEA, everyone in his pocket. Don't see it in Owen Shaw. Like, don't fuck with this guy, and don't fuck with anyone whose last name is Shaw in this franchise, as we learn going forward. I can't wait till we get to the scene where Owen Shaw and Dom go back and forth, because I wonder if at that time Dom was like, I'm gonna fuck your mom, right? Like,
You would do no such thing.
he was like, wait, what?
Right. My mother? She was a swell gal.
And right here, so I think this is shot during this movie, because this looks like Michelle Rodriguez in this movie. This doesn't look like Michelle Rodriguez from Fast and Furious. So I think they got Laz Alonso to come back, either cut his hair like that or put a wig on, something.
Can you get the same shape up that you had before?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering today
No.
when I watched that. I'm like, they definitely were like, Laz, can you come back? And he was like, that was 4 years ago. Like,
No, but still, look, this is the picture. Give me the number one with the size like Davis get.
okay, I knew you were gonna, you asshole.
Oh shit, the door open. Hey, I
Yeah,
was just playing, bro.
See, and now he knows how to fight at least, though.
You ain't
Even like
got
I cuts him on the back for a second, then but he's like, a
don't
shiv
stab
fight.
me, bro.
Yeah, don't shiv me.
Don't shit me, bro. I need my kidneys.
I got no shivs.
You got no liver. But can I wrestle?
But see, he's at least kicking ass as compared to previous films. Where again, Vince was whooping his ass early. But granted, that was Vince too. Stabs him right in the leg. It's like, you won't do shit. Ah, shit, okay.
Look at me.
Yeah.
I am, motherfucker. I'm hurt. No. Hey, chill.
It's like, yeah, it's legit. Like, I'm bleeding in my...
You got no knees.
No, like, what is Rick James? I'm bleeding from my chest. I'm bleeding in my chest. That's what he was like.
Ah.
And boom. So right now, this is the obligatory ass.
No, acetol land. Ain't none of them got asses.
Yeah, again, this is like, where are the George Smiths at? Where are the Naomi Sharons at? Where are them tings?
Where the titties at?
Yeah, again, right here. That's again for a certain select people who probably like these movies. That's their mindset. Anytime, like, all right, we're an hour in. Where the titties at? Like, we got Gina Carano's chin. Where the titties at?
That's the only big thing here. Fuck. This ain't that type of party, big guy. My son from on bot, not Tony Jaa, but
Oh, his sidekick.
yeah. I'm gonna watch Street Fighter. Remember Street Fighter?
I haven't seen it in years, and I don't think I ever saw it from start to finish.
You remember the great song in there and the artist that made it?
Mm.
Prime time Deion Sanders. Straight
Yeah,
to my feet. People always talk about Deion made Must Be the Money. Nah, he had a better song than that. It's called Straight to My Feet. You got some serious balls, man.
Yeah, and he's like, I've been told, like, oh, okay, all right.
You're right.
This is the ego.
Go get your side broad back. Pardon me. Go get your side woman back.
I'm like, broad, okay, 1950s. Oh, she's a big broad, eh? Hey, see, hey.
She's stellar, eh? Gina Carano, eh? See. Look at her back. Yeah.
We have Rita Ora, who, like, I guess.
She fine as hell. I couldn't name you a Rita Ora song.
No, that's the whole. I was just about to say. Andy Greenwald, a podcaster, was like, "What does Rita Ora do?" He's like, "I know Rita Ora exists, but like, what does she do?
Look,
Like, what is she known for?"
That's it.
Besides that is what he was trying to say. But no, Rita Ora again is attractive. But again, this is the first obligatory like celebrity pop star appearance. It starts with Rita Ora. It goes to Iggy Azalea. It goes to well, not Cardi B and Fast 9.
I'm still trying to figure out because everybody's like, she ain't black. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Who, Rita Ora?
Yeah, she Bulgarian.
Huh.
Yeah, I know.
But she's
Trust me.
but she's like,
Both
this
her
is
parents are
London.
Bulgarian.
This is London, baby.
I know. Listen, when I get out there, that's what I'm gonna be saying.
This is a good race scene though, right here. Getting
How does she know how to drive?
London's Times Square. Come on.
No, because she got a concussion. That's why.
She's got you have a concussion.
They stole it. They stole my moves, Tokyo Drift. They stole
look,
my
it's
whole fucking flow.
Well, the guy made Tokyo Drift made this, so it's not out of the realm. But it's the Bubbies.
Isn't that fucking Vin Diesel? The guy that used the goddamn pen to grind in Triple X down the staircases.
Yeah, the silver tray.
Yeah, isn't that him?
After he uses it to dodge bullets, he uses it to like skateboard grind down a stairwell. Phenomenal. And he has like the I forget what that car is called. Shit. What Richard Petty used to drive.
I'm about to say the Knight Rider.
Nah. Plymouth, I think. It has that spoil or whatever. But
get the fuck out of here.
What?
This guy's crazy. That showed me you don't remember, Letty?
Yeah.
We used to always drive like this.
You don't remember when he was like, I got an idea. What? We're gonna rob DVDs. Oh, I guess. I mean,
And start a franchise doing that. All right, so hit the Nas blood, or
finally, I was like, I don't want to say hit the Nas blood.
in the UK, probably hit the bloody Nas blood.
No, it's hit the Nas, bruv.
Hit the Nas blood.
But finally, yeah, this is the first time. I mean, that we saw the Nos was in the harpoon gun, which is a crazy concept to put. But yeah, it's the first time Nos has been used in this movie. As we've said before, after Too Fast, Too Furious, Nos kind of non-existent. It's not the cool thing anymore.
But they still used it. Say
Oh
words,
yeah, you
son.
still need it at least. Come on.
Say words, son. You gonna use the same shit.
But right, see, this scene right here is like, all right, Vin was probably like, all right, I haven't had too many scenes yet, but this scene, I have watched every film that Marlon Brando has ever made. I have been studying your guy Lee Strasberg. I am going to act, and he tells her the story of their life, essentially, their life together. It's a good scene. It's a good romantic scene.
Remember when you knocked out that dude with what hair?
That's what he should have told her. Tell her the shit like, do you remember Johnny Tran? I told you I don't remember anything. He's like, oh, okay, well I do. Johnny Tran had this cousin. You knocked that fucker out with one punch.
One punch.
With one fucking punch.
We got this plastic cross chain that you gave me.
And see the way they shoot this scene too, a lot like it's a rotating, like see it's going in 360 the camera, but it's cutting from different views. That's what I mean. Like the way they shoot this,
Cinema.
Rather phenomenal. Yeah, it is. That's something like this one, Boyle Heights. What do you know about Boyle Heights, Banks?
I heard of it. I haven't watched.
No, like the place.
No comment.
Okay. If you ever told a woman the story of her scars, how is that like a move?
You want to know how you got those scars?
Yeah. Oh, yes. My father was a
My
drinker.
My father was a drinker.
My father was a drinker, and he would come home angry.
And should I watch that? I got choices tonight. Ain't no sports.
No baseball? No Olympics?
Let me see. Fuck the Olympics. I might watch the USA team. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me see.
Those losers? They need
Shut
Chris
up.
Paul on that team
Shut up.
since they're a bunch of losers.
No, we got the MVP, but yes.
That girl you remember? It's not me. He's like, all right, then, bye.
Right. All right, fuck it then. About to go back to my baby mom's. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, again, how many months have passed? It's a mess. It's a mess.
Enough for her to have a child. You were hiding a child, Dom Toretto.
Yeah, I still think I'm going to tell you the story of your scar. Like, I mean, it gives her the necklace, but it doesn't make. This necklace is also indestructible as well.
He just kills her, so maybe this dude is a fucking sicko. She
What?
hasn't thought about that one time. Like, maybe this dude is a creep. How you know all this stuff?
You sick freak.
I mean, how does he know all this stuff about me? Oh yeah, we definitely got to watch this, bro. Too Cold Scorpio going against Reefer, and then we got Marco Stunt against Starboy.
Oh, if it was Marco Stunt against Nick Gage.
God, the tears in my eye.
Yeah. There she goes. Leaving you again. See, bars. He's like, really fickle, that one.
And he got an Aston Martin too. He can't stun.
Yeah. He's like, again, that's what I mean.
We can do bloody. Hey, yo.
Yeah. And then that's when you're like, go get your Apple box so we can make it a fair fight. Because in this scene, there's an angle where they're like the exact same height.
This some G shit though. I like he said it. Y'all start out in East Los Angeles stealing DVDs, then you start robbing banks. Now you here. That's some G shit.
Yeah, he's like, why don't you just stay with that cute little Brazilian number?
I am, but
it's called polygamy.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not common in Los Angeles, but it's gonna catch on.
Shit, it is. They just call it being friends.
When I was young, my brother, who's his brother? Deckard Shaw. Taught me says that every man's gotta have a code. Which, I mean, did his brother watch The Wire? I mean,
probably so. Well, he kind of sounds like he's from Baltimore.
Come on, we're not doing that.
Dom Toretto.
But see, Luke Evans also showed up to say to act too. Well, one, he's a legit actor as well. But he's like, I'm gonna run circles around Vin Diesel. It's not even gonna be a fair fucking fight.
I'm from the British School of Acting.
Yeah.
Fuck the Lee Strasberg.
See, look at that. Same fucking height.
Are they the same height in real life?
Luke
he got them
Evans
boots on. Look at them heels.
That's what I'm saying. Look at the shoes.
Goddamn shoes. What are those, Ben?
Luke Evans
got the church high steppers.
What do you say? That's the only way you're going to keep your family safe. So he's in on the family. And your brother never told you to never threaten another man's family? Wait until his brother. No, Luke Evans is 6 foot.
Okay, so Ben is 5'7". Gotcha.
And then again, as we've established before, Vin Diesel is also 6 foot.
He tricked you.
54 years old, born Alameda County. What?
Really?
I never knew that. Where his mother was, but they later moved to New York City.
No wonder he has this fixation with L.A. Well, that ain't L.A., but Southern California.
I knew the New York part. Yeah, I had no idea about the Alameda County.
Me neither. That makes a lot of sense.
But again, he
was 1 year old during Corona.
Yeah. With the cutoff shirt already.
Right.
A cutoff onesie.
Where's my dada? My dada.
My dada used to give me a baby bottle of Corona every night.
And
but yeah, Owen Shaw just showed up and barred him up, talking to him about family. Man, I'm gonna kill your family if you don't fucking get out of my way. You won't have a family. The Rock can't save you. We've all seen those shirts. Those are way too. He can't even save himself. Shit. Can't bend over to wipe his own ass because the shirt's too tight.
Well, shit, I'm tripping. That's up north. I was like, wait a minute. I think that's up north.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know it is. It's kind of near Bay Area, right?
Yeah, it's near San Francisco. I was like, wait a minute.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. I would. I'm like, I know Alameda County. That's what I mean. But I was like, what the hell? But see what I mean? That's like the first interaction that kind of Hobbs and Dom had in this movie. And now Brian's getting his solo scene. It's very evenly distributed of who gets airtime. I wonder what the statistics on that would be for a amount of time on screen. I know when Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin did the Batman movies, their commentary tracks for that. I forget which. I think it was Batman and Robin had the least amount of Batman on screen, of like Batman in the actual suit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the most. It was like each one started to get less and less, from Batman, Tim Burton's Batman, to Batman and Robin. That's kind of why I wanted to do Fast. Hearing them do that about the Batman movies is what made me want to do this about Fast and Furious. Because when Kevin Smith like tells his Batman stories, and when they comment on the shit that goes on, especially like the first one with Joker and Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, it's just hilarious when he's like, and then you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Classic.
That again, he's like, it's the same thing where I get that, where he showed up to act. He's like, Kevin says, like, I bet Michael Keaton's like, all right, I got this scene today. I'm going to show Jack Nicholson what I got. I'm going to show him that I can act, not in that fucking costume. I'm an actor. I'm Michael Keaton, damn it. And then he had his lights out. And Kim Basinger is like, what the fuck is going on?
Right. He really just went into the gallery like, all right, bro. I can yell more than Jack Nicholson. Might need to watch that. I don't know.
So she gives him the necklace. Again, this necklace, it
might be the key to the future. They're gonna put it into the DeLorean in the 10th.
And it might. Well, that's how I think they'll bring back the dad. Is because like the dad died with the necklace. So maybe
what if he lives
like
in the necklace like the genie?
That's what I was just about to say. Maybe like his soul transferred to the necklace. Like
treated like Captain Planet.
No, they treat it like oh, that works. Or Zod in the Phantom Zone. Remember last week we were talking about the Bermuda Triangle?
It exists. Boy, she be moving with backpacks on. Straps and backpacks.
I mean, she's got that. She's got the chin in the front. So she's used to carrying, lugging around shit.
She could put the ammo on her chin, the ammo cases. I'm gonna let y'all know ahead of time. The Gina Carano jokes are never gonna run out.
Oh, she did it to herself. That's why.
Exactly. So we not
She
shaming
didn't turn out
women.
to be no. She didn't turn out to be a racist piece of shit. It would have been dialed back. There would have been
I still
one
would have
joke.
cracked the jokes, but I always
No,
crack jokes
yeah,
about women.
no. But and talk about dropping a bag. She had a Star Wars bag. It was like, no, I'm good.
Well, that's how white ignorance is real. Because
And again,
like,
Fast and Furious ain't calling her back.
Here we go. Everybody, tell your homeboys it's Hobbs is down Toronto.
Samoan Thor.
Samoan Thor. Imagine if he was Thor.
You're an old man and a fool.
He wouldn't sound like that. What's up, guys? He's an old man and a fool.
I just got what? In order to lift Mjolnir, you have to be clanging and banging in the gym.
Yeah.
But
listen to my guy Garth Brooks.
But yeah, Samoan Thor makes me think about that's again Chris Morgan's sense of humor, especially with like Idris Elba's Brixton being I'm Black Superman. That's the one thing I think that's where those two scenes with the snobby British guy. That's the Chris Morgan sense of humor is that realm of like oh yeah, I'm gonna like it's funny if they embarrass the guy by taking his clothes off. It's not Vince Russo bad. We're like my comedy is bullshit. Like
he a Yankees fan, so that will be his type of comedy.
No, he's a Giants fan.
A San Francisco Giants fan?
Because they played in New York. They were founded in New York.
I'll be always seeing him like with Yankee material in the back though. In his little
he probably likes the Yankees too, but he's worn Giants
you
stuff
can't
before.
I understand what you mean, but that's a nasty combination.
He's Vince Russo. He's a nasty motherfucker.
You're right. When we have that episode,
that's tomorrow or tomorrow on Twitter Spaces at the BVDpod.
Yeah, and then when
I know you forgot, but when we have our,
I'm thinking more so the episode joint
when we have our guest and discuss kind of old things. But tomorrow, stay tuned to the Twitter Space where we'll be discussing the 4 horsemen of the wrestling apocalypse. The men who are responsible for the deaths of WCW and TNA. Because I was watching some TNA highlights last night, and I'm like, oh yeah, these are some good matches. And then a match would end in a shit show, and I'd be like, oh yeah, this would always happen. I wonder why.
Yo, when you have Ken Kennedy as your champion,
we ain't going there. We ain't going there yet. But tomorrow, Twitter Spaces, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tune the fuck in.
By the way, he has a school where you live too. So,
oh, I know. I almost looked into it one time. But I was like, am I really? No, and legit like. But I was like, let me look at it. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to get trained by fucking Ken Kennedy or Davari.
You don't like Davari?
I like him more than Ken Kennedy, but I'm also like, what are you guys gonna teach me? Like Ken Kennedy, are you gonna teach me how to break my fucking shoulder so I can like derail my push?
Davari teach you how to take a leg drop from Terry.
Too many Muhammad Zaners. Stop it. Stop. You are like fixated on Muhammad. I know you always think about that episode we did of Cody and Eve. Shouts to that episode. But still.
Hilarious though.
All right, this whole sequence, the whole take sequence, probably top 4 sequence they've ever put in a movie. In a Fast and Furious movie. Just to be clear. I was trying to say it's better.
I agree.
Because right now again, they've realized that like Shaw isn't robbing the base, he's robbing the convoy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in Spain now, which I'm like, all right. We were just like, did we have to really leave London? I kind of liked London. But
I don't know how far that drive is, but they got there pretty fast.
And that's the thing too. This is this is the last one where it's kind of really focused on one place for majority of the film before it becomes the globe-trotting franchise that it's now known as, where they hit like 4 countries in one movie. Because in Fast Five, it's all Rio, and then it ends with like people where they're at now. And this, they've been in London pretty much the whole time after they've all gotten together. And again, Han and Giselle on motorcycles. Don't see too many motorcycles in these movies.
You don't. Which I would use. I'm like, all right, if we're doing evasive maneuvers, might wanna use
Exactly.
that shit.
Well, I mean, Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs rides a motorcycle in the opening scene for his little mission. And there was a reason for him on a motorcycle, but we'll get to that when we get to Fate of the Furious. Again, this is very reminiscent of the
flip in this movie.
Yeah, this is very reminiscent of the Dark Knight when they flip the 18-wheeler over.
At this point, they got a tank.
Yeah. Guys,
Guys,
they got a tank. Not the tank, but like a tank.
tank, yeah. At that point, it was like, all right, yeah, bro, maybe we should just go back home.
And I'm glad. So again, that's like, see, this is why I'm mad about magnets. Like, what the fuck are magnets gonna do? A fucking tank is indestructible at some point.
Yeah.
Magnets, get the fuck out of here. Like
Right.
they legit went up against a tank, and they're like, you know what's our next thing? Magnets. I'm like, oh god.
Hey, man, it's only so far you can go up. That's why they went to space.
And then at least in Furious 7, it's them fighting like a fucking helicopter for a bit. That's even better than magnets. Is the helicopter that Jamon Hansu's in?
This man be knowing names, bro. Yeah. The fuck you know?
And she's hanging on off the side of the car, kind of again foreshadowing her death.
You're right. Well, damn it, you already spoiled it, but all right.
Everyone knows like that's how she became Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Because again, the next summer at 2014 Comic-Con, she's announced as Wonder Woman,
So she had to die to become Wonder Woman.
or is shown as Wonder Woman, not necessarily announced. Yes, and this is probably to clear her schedule. Yeah,
I would rather go for those checks. Those are probably
they probably could have done something else. It's like Christian McQuarrie talks about. Jeremy Renner didn't want to come back for Mission Impossible Fallout if he was going to be killed. And then Chris McQuarrie was just like, all right, then we just won't bring you back then. And he's like, all right, good with me.
right. Let me go do this bad boring movie.
No, that's way after.
Exactly.
In the meantime, he's done nothing.
You do fucking
That's-
nothing.
We improvise, aka us on this show.
Basically. That's how I work best, kids. If you listen to anything I'm a part of, I work best that way. Also, too, if you got a tank, you can't improvise, bro. Because one fuck up, not even a fuck up,
Yeah.
it's a cannon, and it's a tank. If it hits you, you're
Cannons to the left of them.
cannons to the right of them.
And this is where Roman's really
Fuck
an
the
idiot. Why do you-
citizens, bro. Just fuck. They
Oh
done.
yeah, I know. He was like, that's what I mean. Like he's killed so. That's like that's this. This is a real villain. He's like, fuck these people. Like the Michael Jordan meme. Fuck these
Fuck
people.
these kids. Like, bro, he's killing people. That's the only person that was smart. Like, man, fuck this little ass car. This 85.
But again, Roman's the only one who's an idiot to like, you know what? I'm gonna go after the tank. Like, are you fucking nuts?
It's a tank, bro. That's why he's the MVP probably of this movie. He made the most sense. And he's like, you know what?
No, I would agree with Fast 9. He's the MVP of this. No, I would say,
It might be Owen.
yeah, no,
Owen
it's definitely
Shaw.
Owen Shaw. Yeah, Owen Shaw for sure.
Because he said, oh, y'all said there wasn't no good villains, bet.
Yeah,
But he is stupid
Oh,
for this. Like, bro, it's a whole ass cannon.
yeah. And then what's he say coming up? There's a tank on my ass.
Yes. Like, all the other cars got hit and they just get turned into cans. Him, nah.
Oh, I know, right? I got
It's
a
a
tank
Nas.
on my ass. Pretty much. And of course, Brian's like, oh man, I gotta save this guy like I've been doing for 20 years. Since Barstow, I've been saving this man's life.
He definitely think about going back. Blow this motherfucker down. Just because we
He's
go
like,
past.
yeah, he's like, look, a bridge, and like, I'm gonna shoot that next. Again, his whole plan is really just to cause chaos, and like to be a real villain is just for him in this scene is just to like blow shit up. Because we learn his real plan in the next scene, but in the meantime, he's like, you know what, destruction. And he fucking fly, like he makes this car fucking fly, right? The door fucking pops open.
Yeah, we've been saying for a while now. People was like, all right, what's going on? But for real, start getting to the point where everybody's like, all right, what's going on with this franchise?
Roman Pierce just leaps off one car onto another with like no
Rey
running,
Mysterio.
with like no running start, no rope to springboard off of. Yeah,
This Jeff Hardy. Time is now.
pretty
That's all
much.
he did.
Yeah, like doom 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 doom. Dun. The writings on the wall.
Now they got a slingshot.
Yeah,
Not even
pretty
slingshot,
much.
dude. Just a yo-yo.
An anchor. Yeah.
Yeah.
But see,
Yo.
and it's also a dope vibe to have like this type of scene on this type of bridge. The way it's split into two.
Yeah, I want to know how. I gotta look at the behind the scenes. I want to know how they shot this.
Yeah, I know. To coordinate all of this, obviously we know what CG coming up is fucking one of the most insane things they've ever made.
I'm gonna hit the barricade to jump.
Again,
I'm sure physics don't work like that.
If everyone jumps in this movie without like a running start and they fly. It happens in the fight scene in the plane cargo bay. Here's your girl. You want your girl, Terrell? Here's your girl. It's like you could have. He's like Scott Steiner. Like you can have the bitch. Like, hey, who ain't been with that bitch? And again, so he tips the tank on purpose to fucking fly her up, and then he crashes his car.
Bruh.
Not even Odell Beckham reaching back like 1-3 against the Cowboys was that insane.
No, I remember the reaction for this. Everybody was like, all right, bro.
It's in the trailer, and it made everyone like, wait, what?
Right. He grabs her midair, just flies. All right. And then lands straight onto the windshield.
The tank flips over. How is Owen Shaw and Joe Taslim not dead?
Right.
I don't want to be like a stickler. I just mean like, wouldn't like unless they jumped out right before, but we didn't see them.
Still.
Right. But even if the tank is being supported, like you're flying from one end of a tank to another, you're bashing your damn brain in. I'm going to end up like Christopher Reeve.
All right. But once again, landing to the windshield is like, I bet we good. No.
Yeah, if we really want to break that down as they're discussing like what's going on.
My back.
My neck and my back. So she flips up. He sees it. Again, his like the way his eyes and again, he saw a whole car crash happen without ever seeing it happen. He's able to replay that in his head based off fucking, I don't know, voodoo or something. Him being a car magician, a car wizard. And then so he's like steering the car with one hand as he's getting out of the car at the same time, crashes to the barricade, and flies in the air, catches her, and then they land on the fucking windshield. Not a scratch on him. Walking fine. He crashes his Dodge Charger at the end of the first movie, and his arm is broken.
But yeah, he came out unscathed. And she just decided to say, you know what? I'm just over this. He's killing people with a tank. This guy, I really don't remember too much, but still, I'm going back.
Well, again, he just offended her because the guy's like, she was with him. He's like, but now she's with us. What if the guy be like, that doesn't make sense?
Right.
And now we're seeing the end of this tragic a very Romeo and Juliet-esque love story between Han and Giselle.
Fucker.
And then she comes up to him. Did you know there was a car? And it's coming up because I watched this earlier. But did you know there would be a car to break our fall? I didn't.
No.
I didn't. Yeah, I'd die for you, bitch. Like on faith. Ah, okay. Faith and family. Another FF that's associated with Dom Toretto.
And white tees. We fucking
Well,
got him.
see what I mean? See, he's got the fresh out the package
Right.
white V-neck. And then here he is. See, and the Owen Shaw is barring them up. He's like, he's like, you idiots.
I wanted to get closer to y'all.
Yeah.
I'll survive the tank just to get close to y'all. Right. We're pulling up on families.
For real. He was legit. He's like, legit, like, the whole tank bit was just like for me to have some fun. This is the real shit.
It's me, Dom. Oh, son of a bitch. It was me all along.
Oh, you doing the quick Jim Ross. Oh, son of a bitch. That damn Vince McMahon.
Damn, I can't believe that's
Burn in hell, McMahon.
reaction.
Burn in hell, Vince. You better burn in hell for what you did.
Remember what he
Your
did?
own family. It was your own family, damn it. And see, Brian right here just like gets a one punch, like
Right. I know how to do this now. Right.
My wife.
Toretto, SWAT came into my house. Disrespect.
That he's like, he's like, I know you let SWAT go into a guy's house. I went to your house, disrespected your home, stole your wife. And you see Vin Diesel right here is trying to do like the I'm gonna cry, but I'm not gonna cry face. One hostage does not outweigh the threat to millions. The only reasonable guy ever in this movie.
He's kind of right. I mean, you know.
And then again, because now Luke Hobbs is drinking the Dom Toretto Kool-Aid. He's falling under this guy's spell.
You better use your pension to get goddamn baby oil, because now you will never be able to go back into the military.
Yeah, he's like, if again, which was overblown, but if people thought Tony Stark wasn't paying people, they damn sure ain't gonna pay Luke Hobbs after this. What I mean, this is truth right here. Those words went out the day we were born. That is true. And they give The Rock like the fucking hand cannon gun. Like, god damn. That's what the guy uses in Pulp Fiction where he's like, gun was bigger than him.
That shit look little now though. But that's saying when he used to blow up the vending machine.
Yeah. You coming, babe? And then dun dun dun. There was a twist. And Night Shyamalan was a uncredited screenwriter on this. Even though you could again, like when she was like, I know that looks like Hobbs's. I mean, that looks like Shaw's hideout. See, you were never in the game. He's like, I'm not even playing chess and you're playing checkers. He's like, I'm playing a sport when you're playing video games.
Fucker. This is
sorry,
her
I'm just
all
watching.
along. It's all good. We multitasking.
There it is. It's the Triple H sledgehammer. It's Dom Toretto with the shotgun.
That's just it. Like he handed it to him too. Like, bro,
Yeah.
don't you understand? Most of these people are out there in range. You might need a semi-automatic or something,
You know how up close you gotta be to shoot a shotgun
bro.
to hit someone?
And he be using that shit like it's a sniper rifle.
Again, the Dave Chappelle, like, you just gotta pepper him.
This is infamous scene right here.
All right, the runway. How long is this runway, Banks?
It's at least 2 hours because not only is it dark, but then the sun comes up as they're doing this chase. So it's like, damn, they was really out there putting in a shift.
Unless maybe the whole time it's like a racetrack, and they're just like turns that we're not seeing. See, why you got to open your big ass mouth? Now we got this big ass plane. That's not a plane. That's a planet. That man said it's fucking Galactus.
Bruh, they definitely watched The Dark Knight Rises. It's like, all right.
They couldn't have. I mean, they maybe could have, small percentage. At least they watched that trailer.
Yeah, because this was shot in 2012, but The Dark Knight came out in 2012.
That's what I'm saying. There was a small like depending when they were still filming, they could have had seen The Dark Knight Rises, and I think that scene might have been put out for that was like something else. But like I said, I think they were really looking at James Bond films, Mission Impossible films, especially Ghost Protocol, which it was 2011, I think, with Tom Cruise climbing the side of the building. We're like, all right, now we can really get outrageous and people won't get mad because Tom Cruise is on the outside of a fucking building climbing it. And then the James Bond of like the London and all that. And then like, you know, Owen Shaw is like if James Bond was evil, essentially. I'm just hearing the movie through you now.
Oh,
they just run that. They just hit that bitch.
They did hit the fuck out there. She was moving like there. You never seen that Redman video? I beat that. This woman was on a bike. They was looking at her. She's on the bike and then she just hits the car and flip over the car. That's how it was. The fucking shotgun of doom.
Again, didn't hit a goddamn thing with that fucking shotgun. All right, round 2. Who's gonna win?
Shot 10. What he said? Shot 1,000 guitars. Couldn't draw a dollar.
Jeff Jarrett broke 1,000 guitars. Never drew a dime. All right, so now they're like, we're gonna take off on this runway.
We should have been left. Don't bait me right now. We're in the serious mission.
Hey, come on. No, that's how you know it's real.
Oh God.
She was like, babe, cut out.
No.
Babe, I need to be under the wing to stop it from taking off.
Why are you calling me this? I don't know what you're saying right now. They used a grappling hook from Dark Knight to try to bring that up this plane.
How the hell he is able to climb through the hatch? The Rock makes no fucking. That's like another small outrageous thing to be mad at.
That and his putting his boot to asses, putting that on a big ass tire.
Mm-hmm. And now see Brian, because Brian can find out he gets his ass handed to him by Shaw.
Because of Shaw. Fucking no.
See,
type of like.
And Shaw has that Wesley Snipes martial arts training, like that hand defense, and then it's got.
But
then,
the Wesley Snipes training,
kicks.
That's legit. That's a shoot how he fights.
What's Dom Toretto do when he's angry? He rages again. He jumps.
Family, no. I told you his sister like he headbutt with the redacted headbutt.
He does a fucking a mixture of the flying headbutt and John Cena's shoulder block.
Dynamite Kid would not be proud.
Well, he wouldn't be proud of a lot of things.
Exactly. Fucking family.
He has a history of shotguns too. So
yeah, absolutely.
And then Roman Pierce. Roman Pierce is fighting Joe Taslim. He wants revenge. He wants to avenge that earlier loss. It's like, you embarrassed me
Right. Don't tell nobody about this.
in front of all these strangers.
Like, how do you explain we got black eyes and bruises? We got hit by a car. All right, that makes more sense.
We slipped, fell down the stairs.
Yo, watching this years later, yeah, that's ridiculous how long this runway is.
This time he outsmarts the flip car, and then poof, yep, she's dead.
But
And that little fucking, what is that, a Fiat?
I have no idea. But the fact that they maneuver.
That's a nice bike. What is that, a Huffy?
Letty
and again,
and the strong Mandalorian.
Dom with his rage strength, and then boom, out of nowhere. If you smell what the rock.
They just have a tag team.
The Rock and Dom connection.
The two bald brothers. Bludgeon brothers, but they bald.
Imagine Vin Diesel. Imagine Vin Diesel be like, "Have a nice day." Bang bang.
No,
they
The
drive
Rock
them
have a
right. They
flashback.
drive them right into the engine, and they just
They got cooked.
they got cooked.
You should have fight me like a man. This is a long ass runway. Okay, I understand the jokes now. I haven't watched this in years. I'm like, yo,
Oh
this
yeah,
is a
no.
long ass
Like,
runway.
I was watching it earlier. I'm still not mad at it. I love it.
No, it's great, but this is a long ass runway. And then it starts out, they're like, yeah, this is long. Hey, start pulling up. The director's like, you know what? We can't drag this out. The longest runway on the planet. Yo, they got space shuttles that land here.
Like, it's definitely the size of like 8 football stadiums and the parking lots.
Which is insane.
I see Dom has to get like he's beating Owen Shaw's ass.
She has to say Dom. That's his power up. That he literally goes Super Saiyan.
Right.
Right.
There goes like what Max Steel when what he would hit the energy or whatever, and he'd be like turn fucking. Yeah, he would get like the glow around him.
Mm-hmm.
And then here they do like a modified fucking doomsday device.
Right.
But again, The Rock jumps 4 feet in the air, barely a running start.
Get the fuck out. This motherfucker think he's Zion Williamson.
That's who they're probably going to get in the next one. They had Francis Ngannou.
Bro, that little, he ain't a little boy, but he's 21 years old. I'm going to beat your family. Lovable kid. He just too strong. Yo, Zion Wilson never gets pissed off. Run.
Oh, yeah. And what happens right here?
I thought we both believed in Trump, Dwayne. No. Yo, gravity is not their friend from what we learned from this movie and Fast 9.
Oh, no.
Them and gravity. They define the laws of gravity. He could have kept her. I'm not risking all that. Fuck that. She gonna have to fight her way out of this.
Real gentleman base.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, look, it's me or you.
You brought this on your damn self. Shit.
Right.
I didn't tell you to fight. I didn't tell you to fight him.
You should have bob and weave. Debo.
it's like the Martin Lawrence. Like, you know, Mike going through shit. Damn, leave him alone.
Oh, right. What if I aim? Boom.
It's not even the engine. They're just aiming at the wings to like bring it down.
Bro, this doesn't happen. Yeah. I'm not saying it's not a hook that's strong enough to bring down the airplane, but I ain't the smartest person in the world. I don't think that's how it works. Yes.
No,
Simba.
don't do it.
Simba.
No. Mufasa.
Wasa.
Brother.
It's okay. Let me go. Bet.
See, that's where I believe she could be
The
alive.
John Woo shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Because she just disappears into. I was going to say disappears into the
Yes.
darkness, but then you'd be like, no, she wouldn't.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. She might still be alive, but
That she will
Listen.
be.
she probably is the villain in Fast 10. Because that
And
voice.
Han now Han has the rage strength.
Hey, that dude chin strong as hell. He eating them punches. He's like a 1950s boxer. Damn, bro, he ain't falling.
Like John L. Sullivan, like, hey, like, put him up.
Right. Motherfucking Rocky Marciano.
He cooked Joe Lewis's ass.
Mm,
He's Joe
Every
Lewis,
time.
185 years old.
yo. One time I asked him, hey, how old you think Joe Lewis is? 65 years old.
He told me he was 107. Oh, God.
You ain't never cut no. What he said?
You ain't never cut no Joe Lewis hair or whatever.
It was
Sure did. Martin
Damn,
Luther
I
King.
forgot. Oh,
You ain't never cut no.
Or no,
Martin King.
Jesse Jackson. I think somebody. It was somebody.
No, because
I'll
like
look
Martin
at
Luther
this
King came out, knocked me on my ass. I said,
Yes.
damn, Luther King's like, sorry,
Mr.
I'm in a hurry or
Luther
whatever.
King.
He's saying. I just saw the guy's like, you ain't never cut no one's hair. He's just like that's everyone on Twitter. And see right here,
Yeah,
Dom just mugs Owen Shaw.
that's gonna be me or probably us as I get older. They ain't gonna believe none of the stories I told.
Oh yeah, but he gets Owen Shaw, like pushes him right in front of the dash. He's just beating his ass. Like, give me the briefcase. Give me the fucking briefcase.
Bring your ass in here. Treat him like a little brother.
Yeah. And how he survives this. So that's where I'm like, if Owen Shaw can survive, so can Giselle. They're just like, you saw that, right? Like, come on.
That's a weak finish, bro. That's the weakest go home ever.
All right, boys, go home.
Right.
Yeah.
Mr. McMahon said this.
Mr.
the
McMahon
finish.
said it's time to go home. You're not going to hit a brain buster or a rain maker or a Kamagoye. You're just gonna go home.
Oh, what's the finish?
So right now, this entire plane's on fire, right? And then like Danny Elfman's Batman,
Right.
and then he flips, and he's like,
Which is fucking hysterical at hindsight because you thought it was gonna be cool. It was gonna be real smooth. He was gonna fly out, and it is like,
yeah,
nope.
no, it's the same thing with the first Fast and the Furious. Remember when he like, all right, we made it over the jump, and then boom, that car comes out of nowhere, and then like he's like, and he's like, I did not see that happening. And 100%, he's like, yeah, I drove through the. Oh fuck, shit.
Right. That's what's hilarious. Like, bro, they could have had a clean just ending. Like,
But
yeah.
he legit just drives out of there like a bat out of hell. Where like I instantly think of.
Oh shit! This is out of all the times gravity was on our side. This time it failed.
Yeah,
And then we finally got
We
to the
see-
end of this long ass runway.
yeah, and he emerges from the fire like Kane. No.
Okay, I'm gonna have to edit that. I got
Dun, 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 dun. No one around you. But see, now the shirt's finally dirty.
because it would have been way too realistic for a guy with white tee to come out.
And everyone's like, all right, yeah. He's like, I told you I owed you a 10-second car. And right here, where's Giselle? Heartbreak.
Fucker.
You know, I'm gonna keep it with the Kanye West thing, like, don't say you will, don't, unless you, hey,
Beautiful album.
don't say you will, dun.
Unless
And then she was saying they were gonna go to Tokyo, and look what happened. Hey.
I wish this song would
really come true. I admit I
still
fantasize
fantasize.
about you.
Not you, Davis, but
that was Dom. When he would be with Elena, he'd be fantasizing about Letty. He's like, I just miss the chick that would
that's
just
weird because
that would just
he did.
that would scream my name at me. Dom.
That's how he powers up.
Yeah. 1327. All you want is $1,300.
$1,500. Who you think you kidnapped?
Like Cat Williams, you must be a stupid motherfucker. Like you can. I said name your price, and you picked 13. God damn, you dumb.
And then
where are we? The song. Dun, 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 dun.
That shit's still hilarious with the Avengers. The car drove into the Thanos shit.
So it's like that.
I still don't know what song that is.
Oh, I don't. I never want to know. I just want to think about it as it's Dom's entrance. Oh my God, that's Dom Toretto's music.
Right.
See, we could have had at least one movie of Dom. I mean, of Han, Rome, and Tej in Tokyo at least. And then they leave like, all right, we'll see you later. And then he meets Lucas Black from Tokyo Drift, and then we get going. Not as big as you. See, that was a shoot when The Rock said that. Yeah, you could tell. Like Ludacris could not spit out that beer on cue.
That and also like the fact that
Tyrese is crying.
Lost.
He is crying.
I mean, you know,
he walked off set in tears.
Well, he got slapped too during the making of this movie.
Oh, like Dustin Hoffman and would do to Meryl Streep.
No, oh, okay. No,
apparently that was no. Like during Kramer versus Kramer, he slapped her to be like, no, again, like some Diesel shit, like no, trying to get her performance at you, like.
No, that was, I don't know if they was playing or not. More than likely it was playing, but that was the whole thing when he was talking about Black Rose is a trash album and all that shit. Remember the behind the scenes where they show like the Rock slap, like Ludacris is right there. The Rock slapped the shit out Tyrese.
No, I've never seen that video.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Not bad for a cop. And look at that. Look at that. The same height. I never thought I'd trust a criminal. And here is when the power starts to shift.
Oh, it's like two videos, yeah. Because the Rock, Tyrese kept fucking with the Rock. He went up to his trailer and shit, just fucking with him.
See, Dom's like, Elena, you don't have to go. Like, I can have two wives.
He think he Mormon. That's the thing too. Like, Letty, I know you don't remember me that much, but yeah, I got a side woman now. So
I was about to say, like, I know you. I was say, like, I know you don't remember, but I always had another girlfriend when we were dating. So like, that would be some real scumbag shit.
You talking about you?
No, never.
Right. I'm like, all right, slow down, sir. But I understand. You're always overcooking the meat. Pause.
And then there's a little bit of the Brian Rome dynamic. Yep, he ate first. He's got to say grace.
Maybe I don't feel like praying over the food. Maybe I'm just hungry.
Yeah. But again, like, what's he say? We hungry.
Right. He should have said that. Like,
nowadays, if this scene took place, he'd be like, does this feel like home? She'd be like,
essentially,
he'd be like, nah. He'd be like, nah. But home is where your family is.
Yo, essentially, she's sitting on a stranger's lap. You don't remember him. That's a lot of food for like 6 people. 3, 4, 7 people. Y'all just wasting shit.
I think they were counting on Hobbs staying.
You're right. Most of that would have been for him. I got left alone. No.
A Justin Lin film, and this is the last Justin Lin film until Fast 9.
Yeah, because it was like, this shit ain't working.
No. So, what do you think about this one now?
Better than I remember.
Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah. It's just
I think
it's been a while.
I think they wanted to switch it up. I also think he wanted to step away and do other stuff. I don't think he wanted to be pigeonholed as the Fast and Furious director because he went on to do Star Trek Beyond, which is I know you're a Star Trek guy, but
I ain't like that movie.
But yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, as much as I love Sabotage by the Beastie Boys, using it to defeat space aliens is pretty dumb.
That tells you everything you need to know because they used the
And
Beastie
here we
Boys.
go. Tokyo. And we see a car, we see a hand, and it's a Mercedes. As we're seeing the footage from Tokyo Drift of the infamous Han death scene from 3 films ago when they're driving through downtown Shibuya. It's also funny that they never cut to the other guys, that they never cut to Lucas Black or Brian T. So they didn't want to list them in the credits.
Right, exactly. They're like, we'll bring him back for the knife movie.
We just get the old footage and then boom! From out of nowhere! I remember being so shocked when this happened. I was like,
I think most people.
Yeah. It's a legit, like, pop. Like, I was like, no. I was like, and like, it's Deckard Shaw.
Oh.
Who I swear I would read, like, reports that his name was going to be Ian Shaw, which kind of sounds more fitting with Owen and Ian Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
Dom Toretto, you don't know me, but you're about to.
You know, too.
Great, probably the best post-credit scene of all time.
I can't go that far. Marvel got a couple of them, but that was fire.
Because it's like they got Jason Statham, which is like, holy shit, Jason Statham. And it's like Jason, and it's like this guy just killed Han, and then it links up finally that like where we're going. It's all like, again, we knew Han was alive. I mean, we knew Han was dead after Tokyo Drift, but these last 3 movies, he's been alive. So what it's creating a world now where like what's really going to start happening. And this movie, again, released May of 2013. Let me get back to it. It was made, well, the budget, it's either it's between 160 and 260 million. It made 788 million.
Which is phenomenal.
6th highest grossing film of 2013. And 2013 had Frozen, Iron Man 3, Despicable Me 2, The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, The Hunger Games Catching Fire. So all those, and only 2 of those topped $1 billion, Frozen and Iron Man 3.
That's why probably at that point, they was like, you know what? We keep going.
Yeah.
It's literally,
again,
like, oh shit, we made money.
Other movies in the top 10 right after 6, Fast and Furious 6. Again, the 6th one was 6 on the list. Funny. Monsters University was at 7, Gravity at 8, Man of Steel at 9, and Thor: The Dark World at 10. Imagine making something as shitty as Thor: The Dark World and it grossing 644 million. That's how you know life ain't fair.
It's fucking trash. That's why.
But like we said, this is Justin Lin's final one. Next up is Furious 7. Oh yeah, his reasoning for not. I was like, they wanted to streamline the production of these movies. They wanted to, as soon as this was released, they wanted to make the next one. And that is why during the filming of Furious 7, because it was supposed to be released 2014, July 11th, 2014, and Paul Walker passed away in November of 2013. I remember that day vividly when I read the news. Me and my family were setting up Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
We'll get to that next week. But
Mhm.
the Furious 7 was supposed to have taken place a year after this was released, which is crazy thinking. And it's a more fitting convo for next week. But at this time, I think this was the highest grossing of the franchise as well. Because then it starts to top itself with Furious 7 and then Fate of the Furious. And then Fast 9 currently sits at $595 million with a $225 million budget.
That's insane, man. Honestly.
But that was this week's installment of Fast Summer. Banks, where can they find you?
You can find me at the BVDpod on Twitter. Follow us on YouTube as well. Like, share, subscribe on all DSPs. YouTube is Banks versus Davis.
Again, it's really tune in to Twitter Spaces tomorrow. So you'll be not tomorrow. It'll be today because this will be released. So yeah, by the time this is out, it'll be today, 7 p.m. Eastern time, talking TNA, WCW, and the men responsible for their deaths. Why Vince Russo won't be seeing heaven. Why Eric Bischoff won't be seeing heaven. That racist piece of shit jabroni Hulk Hogan, and that man who never drew a dime, Jeff Jarrett. And we'll also throw in Kevin Nash as well.
Yeah.
But so it'll be a mixture of why are these guys awful? Some of the talent they wasted as well. And some of the crazy stipulations,
Bruh.
match stipulations, like King of the Mountain, all that. So expect some chaos. And I'll be running it at the BVD pod, so that way Banks can retweet it, get the followers, get the millions and millions of people
Of the BVDpod followers
to join us and discuss something other than Fast and the Furious this week. Even though, again, the first hour we've been trying to tweet. God damn it, I can't even talk with my mouth still. Treat as many topics, but again, stay tuned after Fast Summer. We got a bunch of topics lined up. Again, we're really going to lean into that versus element because Banks has got some shit to say.
A lot of things to say.
But you can find me on Twitter at DAVISakaDRIP, Instagram daviscoltondc, and make sure to like, subscribe, rate, review, share, all of that. And we'll see you next week.